nipple. That's what I want to know.
The pepperoni nips. Oh my god.
The pepperoni nips? No.
Hi, Miles. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat.
Hey,
Didlotic, how dare you be late? Fired. I'm just kidding. We love you. Yeah, so that's been obnoxious. But I did get cleared to go back to, I had my 6-week booby checkup. I'm cleared for everything. I'm cleared to go back to the gym. I can lift again. I went yesterday. I did legs.
Nice.
Dude, I've been losing my mind. Went yesterday. I did legs. He's like, you're going to need to start out. He's like, don't just go right back to what you're doing though. He's like, start off slow, which is really hard for me to do. But I did. I was over there on the stupid leg press machine, leg pressing like 90 pounds. And I was like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
I was so mad, but I did it. And I actually am a little bit sore today. Not like crazy sore, but I feel it. Like I feel it in my butt.
I love being sore because I'm like, I did something. Especially when you've been lifting for a while.
Because it's not often that you feel sore when you've been lifting for a while.
Exactly. I'm sore a little bit in my upper body and then my calves. I have been obliterating my calves recently at the gym.
Good calf day.
Yeah, no, Eric has been teaching me how to obliterate the calves, actually. So that's what I've been doing. I mean... my lower body needs to get in line with the upper, but
we're getting there. We're getting there.
When I bought this pair of leggings the other day, like booty alert, I have never had a booty that's like looked this nice. It's like still like a little tiny, but I'm like, wow, it's got like a shape to it now. Like, because I used to have one of those weird shelf ones, but like not the cute shelf. It was like a, you know, and now it's a little teeny like kind of little bubble guy, you know, and I'm like, oh my god, that's my butt.
It's so fun to watch. That's the fun part about lifting. It's so fun to watch the progress as you grow.
Staring at myself all day, anytime I can get in these leggings. I just turn around, I look in the mirror, and I'm like, I did that. I did it. Because it also is so frustrating too. Because when you work out and stuff, you're fat. You lose the fat and then gain the muscle.
Right.
So you go through the shrinkage phase, and I'm like, I literally went to grow a butt and I lost one.
Growing muscle takes a long time.
Oh my gosh.
It takes so long. That's the frustrating part.
I have consistently gone, I think it's been 7 months since I've consistently like hit the gym. Mm-hmm. And even in that 7 months, I've totally fallen off the wagon.
It happens.
Like a couple of months.
It happens. Having to take time off sucks.
Oh my God. But like I've consistently been in the gym for like months now. And I feel like my body has just been like so rapidly changing back to like,
yeah. Yes.
It feels so good.
I'm so ready for that feeling again. 6 weeks off was freaking brutal. I'm so excited to be back because I was getting to that point too where I was lifting heavier than I'd lifted in years.
Right.
I was feeling so good. I was watching because I'm the opposite. My lower body develops real quick. I've always had a butt and I've always had thighs, and they're there, and I lift a little bit and they're like bam. But my upper body is where I have a harder time building because I'm thicker on the bottom and smaller on the top.
See, my mom's got an upper body.
So you got that from your mom?
I got the upper body, and then I guess no one's got the lower body in my family.
I don't know where. Oh no, I do know where I got my lower body from. My mom. That's what I've been told, because I didn't really know her. Like, I don't remember my mom having a badonk or anything, but apparently she did. Apparently she had a nice butt. She had good thighs. And even my Aunt Kelly was like, because I was like, what did I get from my mom? So apparently I'm similar to my mom in personality, in the sense of like, I've always been more quiet than my dad and my sister. Mm-hmm. They're very loud people. but apparently like I look nothing like my mom. So apparently I got her body. Like I got her body type of like, I have her lower body, I have her butt. Yeah. But it's been so like fun to watch the definition come in my shoulders and in my triceps. I'm like, I got tricep muscles.
I have the shoulder muscle because of course Eric is the coach. So I now have these shoulder, when I actually like flex, I got these like shoulders these little shoulder muscles. Now, and I'm like, so exciting.
Wow. Look at your biceps. I'm like obsessed with your biceps. Look at those. You. Look at them. You just do a little bit and there they are.
Yeah, I'm just like moving them. I'm not even like flexing.
Like you're not even flexing.
But I've developed like shoulders.
And here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the hell is that? That's cool. I've never had that. That's
exciting.
Working out with a guy gets you, everyone. You know, they say like girls are like, I don't like working out because I don't want man bodies. I'm like, holy crap, look at this thing.
You're like, look at my muscles. Look at them.
Look at this. What is this called?
I think that's part of your chest muscle.
Isn't it the front? What's a delt?
Your delt is your shoulders. Yeah.
Is there a front delt?
When you start, your front delt would
in the chat, what is this thing?
I think your front delt would be here. chest flies typically work this, like when you're doing flies, you're working this part right here, which is part of your chest.
I have been doing flies recently.
I see the flies working. I see the flies working.
I love it. I love being, I know my mom, she's not like, so it's bad. So when we were shopping the other week, when I was hanging out with her, oh my God, the kite festival. Holy kites.
Was it cool? Holy kites.
Holy kites.
That kind of sounds like you're saying something else. We love all of our Jewish brothers and sisters.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that one. So I
believe it's called a muscle. Thank you, Daniel.
It's literally gonna flag us now because we put those two together.
I know.
I'm
not allowed to make jokes. It's not fun.
So what was it? So we go to this kite festival, right? And there are like these crazy kites that just go across the entire sky, like octopuses, scuba divers. They had these like giant inflatable scuba divers everywhere.
That's cool.
Absurd. I might have to send a picture to Nick to display it on the screen.
That's
it was like the craziest.
I want to see
kite festival I've ever been to.
I didn't even know a kite festival was a thing. But it's cool if they have some like really rad looking kites that they have like giant ones.
Oh my God.
Never been to that at all.
Like what the hell is this?
That's cool. That looks like a jellyfish.
Yeah.
That's the jellyfish.
This was the octopus.
Oh, it's an octopus.
There was
looks
like a stingray back there. There's like a...
Yeah, send
I'm going
it
to send it to Nick so you guys can see it.
And he'll pull it up and we can put it on the screen for everybody to see. They can see the cool kites.
Oh my God. And they rotated them throughout the day. So like the picture even that we'll display, there was like more, after that. I guess I'll do this photo.
Yeah. Show everybody the cool kites. I would like to go to one of those hot air balloon festivals, but I don't want to get in a hot air balloon. I just want to see them all up in the sky. I think that'd be cool. I feel like hot air balloons, I don't know, man. They're too shifty. I don't trust them. I don't trust flying on air. I need engines.
The email?
Oh, here. I'll put it in.
Thank you.
No problem. Oh, no. Your stuff is in, because you have an iPhone, your stuff is in a different place than mine.
Oh, like you mean like the buttons?
Yeah, some of the buttons, and I'm like, where? Oh, wrong one. Okay, there we go. Hello,
Listen
Andrew.
to this bad word podcast. Says co-host Amy has been asking about you guys.
Podcast. Listen to this. She's. That was really cool when I said it like that, huh? Hi, Didlotic. Didlotic, you're not old. You're just Italian, as we found out. We've just found out that if you're Italian, you're going to start graying. You may as well embrace it. Luckily for you, there's a lot of ladies who love a graying-haired man. Ooh, hi, Terry.
Hey, Terry.
Hi, Andrew.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, Andrew, thank you so much. You know what's funny? Today was like, I'm going to do in like a gym like Xia looks so great with her little outfit on, and I was like, I guess I'll just wear like what I would wear to work out. And
that's
like,
so funny because I've been the odd where I almost put on a pair of my tights that I've been wearing. I'm like, you know what? I've been doing that too much lately. I'm gonna dress it up a little bit today. I've been wearing just nothing but a gym fit, and Jenna's like, I'm gonna wear a gym fit today. Yeah. We just did a little switch. Hello, you aren't old until they're on your chest. I'm not big into chest hair in general.
I was just gonna say, what's your opinion on that? Because I feel like Nick is like a hairless.
Nick's like a seal, except for his head. He's got like a mop of hair on his head, but he's like a seal. I don't mind like a little bit of hair at all. Like it's not crazy, but I tend to not go towards hairy.
Yeah,
guys.
I do like very clean shaven people.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Does Eric keep his chest clear?
Well, so here's the thing, like, yeah, because he does get hairy, so, like, he shaves it, and, like, obviously, you know, it grows back, but it never gets to the point where it's, like, long and curly or anything. It's just, like, it grows back, and he's like, okay, I need to shave, you know?
Does he shave his back?
He doesn't have back hair.
That's nice. Yes, I used to have to buzz my dad's back hair.
Anytime I give him a haircut and, like, line him up or anything, like, I just will shave if you have any, like, shoulder guys.
I can't load
Is the internet being weird?
We're streaming, which for some reason just slows everything down to a halt, which it shouldn't.
Hey. Yeah, I was going to say that hasn't been a thing for a while. That we haven't had an issue with that in a bit.
It's been an issue.
Has it been an issue? Oh, okay. That's a pain in the butt. Daniel, are you very hairy? Oh my God. I was convinced that Daniel was Nick for the longest time. R.I.P.
What? What does that mean?
They're just very similar. Every time Daniel says something, I'm like, you're just like Nick. This is weird. And I've never seen what he looks like, but he posted a picture in the Discord of just one eye. And I was like, that looks like Nick's eye. They have the same color eyes. Hi, Unoriginal.
Hey.
Yeah, I think Chip is done for the time being. Here's my official stance on that. I'm devastated. I'm truly devastated.
Wait, Chip's like not doing a podcast
Yeah, Chip
anymore?
is done.
Why? What happened?
Jim's just over it. And I get it. Like he did the character for years at this point, but he also retired the character before the pandemic started. So the character had already been retired. He just brought it out of retirement because of COVID. And everything was on lockdown. He was looking for something to do. Backhand's not Harry. He was looking for something to do. Sorry, Plotbot.
Yeah, sorry, not today.
Unoriginal, that's really, really nice to hear. Thank you so much. I loved it. That was, to date, my favorite thing I've ever been able to put on my resume is doing the Chip Chipperson podcast.
That's so cute.
I was such a big fan of it before I was ever even on it. When I got the chance to be on the one time out in LA, I was like, I was so nervous. Holy crap. I was freaking out. I was like, and then the other girls that were on as well, they were totally blindsided and they were like, wait, you know what the podcast is? I was like, yeah, it's going to be really fun. And they were like, well, what is it? They were so mad at me because I wouldn't tell them what it was.
Really?
Because that's the joke is they're not supposed to know. They come on, they don't know what the hell the character is.
So they're just like asked to be a part of a podcast.
Yeah. So they like, and Kevin Undergaro, bless him, God, he's a gem, loves Chip so much. And he would always try to get girls on, but he would never he wouldn't clue them into what Chip was. So I was the only one that knew stuck up rich LA girls.
I was going to say, no one like watched it before. I feel like if I was going to be on a podcast, I would have to like do my research.
I don't think he told them the name. Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying like someone asked that I'm on a podcast, so I'm personally going to do my own research, check it out, do this. Like I just feel like
No, but I don't think they told him what the podcast was called. You don't tell them anything. They don't know they can't look it up if they don't know what it is. Like you don't tell them the name.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you just put them on. Yeah, so that's the whole thing.
Like,
so
where did they get him from? Like Chip
AfterBuzz.
Like he wasn't like.
So this
who
wasn't
reached out to them? Because I feel like if you reached out to me and said, "Hey, do you want to come on one of my podcasts?"
You'd be surprised how many people just say yes. Well, Jim, thank you so much for the super chat. Sorry, Jim, we love the gray hairs. We love it, and thank you for the super chat. We're glad to have you back. So AfterBuzz is so this is when I was at LA when I was hosting at AfterBuzz. So AfterBuzz is this network of after shows. That's why it was called AfterBuzz. So think like The Talking Dead. Do you remember that show? They would do a recap of each episode of The Walking Dead.
Oh, yes. Okay.
It was like that, but for every single television show that there possibly was.
Oh, okay.
So hosts got to sign up for shows that they liked. So I did like every Marvel show. I did a lot of Marvel content. Oh. That's where I was covering. There was at one point where I was doing Marvel TV Weekly, Marvel Movie News, and Marvel News Daily. And this is when Marvel was good. So it was fun. So that was, I know, Didlotic. And then now I have you in my mods and my chat and as one of my friends, and that makes me so happy. But yeah, it's a network of after shows. We also used to go out on red carpets. So we'd go out to carpets and interview people, or the host asked. So it was a way for them to train hosts. Now, Kevin and Maria both love Jim and they love Chip. So when they would come out to LA, sometimes Jim and Sam would come out to LA and do the show there for a week. They would record Chip at AfterBuzz. So there were hundreds of hosts there. Kevin would just grab a couple of the girls to come on Chip. Yeah, that wasn't like a regular thing. It was just occasionally they would do that. And so they wouldn't tell the girls what Chip was. And when we were sitting in one of the other studios waiting to get brought in, the girls were like, wait, you know what this is? You know what this is? And they were so salty at me that I wouldn't tell them what Chip was. They did not like me at all. And when we left, they didn't say anything to me. They just walked out and was like...
I mean, you're probably never going to see him again.
Oh,
so
no,
like,
I didn't give a crap. Yeah. They weren't going to like me anyway, but they ignored me completely and left and were like, you could tell they were not happy. But it was... amazing. It was such a good experience. And then Chip got retired because of, Jim was just, he's busy. He's got other stuff going on. I get it. He does stand-up comedy and radio full time. He's got plenty of stuff going on. He's the UFC Unfiltered podcast he does with Matt Serra, which is also so cool. Everything that Jim does, I'm like, I want your life. Can I be funnier, please? So it got retired and Nick and I always used to sit and watch the podcast, excuse me. It was a win-win, old nerdy. watched the podcast, and when it retired, Nick was like, well, we would always sit there and be like, you could be, when they were looking for a new producer, Nick is like, you could have tried out for that. Like, you could have been the new producer. And then it got retired, and I was like, well, there goes every dream I ever had. So there goes my dreams. And then it came back in the pandemic. And so I reached out to Jim and was like, hey, I don't know if you remember me. I was on in LA. I would love to come back on again if you'd have me. And Jim is so kind. He emailed me back and he was like, I would love to have you back on. Yes, that'd be amazing. And then the feedback was just so good that he kept having me on as a regular. And then eventually the producer that was on before, Christina, she moved to Pennsylvania, so she couldn't, and her internet was really bad, I guess. So like the connection was terrible, and I had a really good setup. So he just asked me to be like the regular producer co-hosty thing. And I was like, and he started paying me, and it was very, very nice of him to do that. And I was, that's still to date my favorite thing I've ever done. I don't think I'll ever do anything that I like as much as that. And I'm sad that it's over, but I had 2.5 years of it, so I count myself lucky because it was supposed to be done.
Right, right.
So we got a lot of it.
It's all about perspective. That's it. Hey, Nick.
Yes.
Speaking of perspective, can I ask an annoying favor? Can you move us to the middle screen? Why?
Because I've noticed when I watch back, you guys are so fixated looking at yourselves. And
I know, because it's
you
like...
both do it, not like, you just gotta realize you're fine. Just do the show.
And Jenna wanted
so
to look at
bad.
herself now too. She was like, hey, can you move it back because I need to see.
I have to see what I look like.
I know.
I'll just stare at myself in that screen. I'm like, what do I look like right now?
I watch back sometimes, and I'll watch myself back, and I know I should be doing it just in general because you learn about.
It's infuriating watching yourself.
I know.
Oh,
You
it's
don't look this way.
difficult.
You're looking this way the whole time, just fucking with your hair and doing this with your lips for some reason. And you're like,
Nick is hardcore making fun of us right now.
I live
he's
with
got
this
a
man.
point, though. He's just trying to make it a better show.
just do the fucking.
Chip would definitely think the new boobs are vulgar. Gosh darn straight he would. But yeah, we do have some news stories. Yes, Nick? We can go through the last ones if we.
I can't even open it.
Oh, if we can even open them. Oh boy. Oh boy.
We'll just come up with some stuff on the fly.
We'll come up with some good stuff on the fly. I'm ready to start. Now that I'm cleared for doing everything, I want to start getting like more house projects done. Nothing expensive because we have no money, but I can paint and make things cooler-ish.
For sure.
Yeah. Fix some stuff up. I'm going to put some shelves up. I don't know. I see that kind. I don't know. What's new in the real estate world?
Oh my God, new in the real estate world. This is fun. So I officially got a deposit from like my end buyer for this property in North Carolina.
Yay!
So we're putting the trust documents together and I should have my first real estate investment property.
Yay!
Now, I just want to mention something. I am going to be a homeowner for a split second, and then I'm like the bank.
Yes,
I have
they're
beneficial
paying you.
interest in the trust because we put it through a trust. So technically I am actually a part owner of the property. Mm-hmm. I have not had a job for like 1.5 years, and the last job I worked was Domino's Pizza. So I think it's iconic that I'm like, I'm gonna own a home, and everyone's like, oh my God,
great.
like, how much did you put down? And I'm going, nothing. I actually got paid to buy this house and then sell it in cash flow. So I have an
Fantastic.
that's not common to say, an infinite cash on cash return.
That's amazing.
I put no
amazing.
money into it. None of my own money is going into that.
And you're just getting a monthly.
So yeah,
payment.
I'm so excited. I'm very excited.
Get money.
What happened is, so Eric has bought his 7th house, and his 8th house he was working on was supposed to close next week.
Does he have so many?
The seller has scammed him, and apparently we found out scammed a bunch of other people too out of security deposits. So it's basically this owner, and he has his house rented, but he was scamming people because he would take lease option to buy. So that means, obviously, if you guys don't know what that is, it's just saying
You lease the house, and then a part of your payment goes towards the
right. So whether that's
Right.
the couple years you have the option to buy the
Yeah.
house, and it actually, if you record it, it does cloud title. Like you can't sell the home to anyone else. Like
Right.
that's like a real
right.
thing.
And it's
So-
going towards, so instead of having to put a down payment down, a portion of your rent goes towards like a down
Depending on how you
payment
do
of
it.
Right. I actually looked into that, so I remember.
So for like me, I'm doing one right now for someone else's property. I'm helping out. And it's lease option to buy. For him, it's only the down payment goes towards the asking price. So you put $15K down for the property. You have 3 years to buy the property. And at the 3-year mark, you have to come up with the additional. We're asking $330 for the property. Come up with additional $315, which you go to the bank and then just get a
and then you get a loan. Gotcha. Yeah.
So this guy was doing this lease option to buy with multiple people and taking multiple thousands of dollars from people and then ghosting them.
Does he is that? I mean, that's got to be illegal, right? Like, if they have his info, if he gets caught.
We thought it was maybe like 2 or 3 people he did this to.
Wow.
It's like 15.
Holy
Eric,
crap.
because we talked to him through like a CRM and everything, all of the conversations are recorded. We've got the contract, the wiring,
guy's kind of a fool.
text messages. He's a textbook narcissist. Every single text message Eric sent him, he's like, I'm the victim here. You are deframing my name. And we're like,
That sounds so cool.
Nick, I already knew where your head went on that. So we're not going to say anything on mic. But
so it like crazy stuff. So Eric finds and gets in contact to the current tenant there who also tried to get scammed. It was like a whole thing. And now they're all talking to the same lawyer and they're getting as many of these people as they can. The issue is the lawyers are trying to figure out what this guy has in savings and what they can go after.
Right.
Because if he's done this to, let's say, 15 people, and depending on how much money he's been taking from them, does he have, because some one of them he took like 10,000+. So it depends. Does he have $75,000 laying around to pay everyone back?
Or is
like,
he just, as soon as the money comes in, he's blowing it on stuff? He's like, I'm going on shopping sprees.
Blowing the money, or he is cashing it away in some secret account. Like crazy stuff. So Eric's thing was like, I personally, and like this guy doesn't know that now we're all talking to each other. He thinks that like none of us know what's going on and he's just scamming people. So no one's had the funds besides the current guy who's in the property and Eric to actually get an attorney and like go after him.
Right.
Eric is like, if I lose the $5,000 and I have to put more money down just so this guy gets served, I'm gonna do so.
Yeah, because at that point it's more just like, screw you, dude. We're doing whatever we can.
Like last week or two weeks ago, he took $5,000 from an old lady in Florida who like just needed a place to go. She had a little bit of savings, and he just like took $5,000 from some old lady and just completely.
Wow, this guy's the worst.
Having financial problems in California, took all of her money and was like, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, so now they're going after this guy, and we're
so
they get excited because like Eric can't wait that he's now a part of this thing with like these other people, and everyone just banded together in like this big scam.
That's amazing.
We were supposed to close on the house next week. Next week we were supposed to close on it, and he all of a sudden started requesting more money from Eric. And Eric was like, dude, I sent you $5,000 out of a good faith. It was a good faith deposit that we wrote it in the contract. It's going towards the down payment.
Down payment, yeah. I mean, which is normal. When we bought this place, we also did a good faith deposit that went towards the down. That's normal.
EMD.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: when you do an EMD, and this is why when anyone says you send it to the person, never send it to a person.
No.
And this is the reason why.
You take it to their lawyers.
You have to put it to the title company or the attorney, whatever they have.
Exactly.
So
Daniel said, I want weekly updates on this. So do I.
We were, all of us were on like a 3-way call last night, and like Eric's talking to this realtor and talking to this other person, and now we've got an attorney, and it's like, we cannot wait. This guy literally was like, hold on, I'm going to read you one of the text messages he sent Eric, that it's like, really? We're about to see this?
James says it sounds like a class action lawsuit, which you totally could do, and the guy probably has a drug or a gambling issue and has nothing. Yeah,
oh my God.
And Old Nerdy, same thing. The sad thing is these people won't get their money back, which
he's like, and we
probably true.
Well aware, but he
just
was
to
basically
get him
saying,
in trouble.
Like one of the stupid text messages that he sent to Eric, like, you need to be informed of defamation. He spelled that. All right, I'm sorry if it takes me a long time to get through this. He spells everything wrong.
Oh no!
So he goes.
So he's
that
an idiot.
Is a civil offense. The loss and damages of this sale for another. Don't know what he means here. $400,000 of damages are to be determined on your end. Like, and then
So
he
it's-
said, you're about to learn a lesson in business law. I'm the victim. He sent another message to Eric, like,
So it sounds like he's just pulling stuff out of his butt
Oh
to
my
be like,
God.
hey, I'm going to make this sound scary, but he's just stringing a bunch of words
and he
together
puts
that mean
the
nothing.
funniest words together. I've spoken with M&T Bake today. This is not permitted, and the due on sale clause will require you to pay the loan off period. That is true. We put it through a trust. Will never actually happen. Due on sale clause, because we're smart in real estate, cannot be called on us because what we put in place. He goes, you do not have an agreement in place without the completing of the security instrument and complying with all of the rules and the regulations. Like, bro.
Yeah,
relax.
it sounds like he's
let's take it
trying
back
to
a
make
second.
himself sound smarter and more
Oh
knowledgeable
my
than he
God.
is. And he's trying to scare you with big words that
And
mean
everything's
nothing.
misspelled. Everything is misspelled when you read these.
At
It's
least Google it, you
hilarious.
fool.
He's a smooth talker though. Like I've
You've been on the phone with him?
I haven't been on the phone with him. I've listened to Eric on the phone with him. He's a smooth talker.
Wow.
Sounds like a professional businessman.
So
when you
he
speak to
knows
him.
what he's doing. He's a professional con artist.
The tea we've been going through.
Allegedly, as a professional con artist.
Well, also, it's my good.
Nick just keeps
Oh my
giving me
god,
that look.
it's like just crazy. Terry, thank you so
Terry.
much for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. Some woman pestered me to open an Insta What's-It this week on promise of bobs. 3 days later and still bobless. This woman, that
What is
is
that? What is that?
unfound bobs.
Oh.
But I'm glad that you found us. That's exciting, Terry. Yay. Thank you, first of all. Second of all, tell that woman that we don't understand these lies and slander. You know what? I do need a beaver cover. Hold on.
Like, what the heck's a beaver cover? It's literally a beaver cover.
2 beavers are better than 1. I got a little beaver. This is my little beaver buddy.
Oh my god. I love
Healer
that
sent him.
Healer's like actually looking out for you, though.
He is. He sent me this.
Really?
Yeah, from
Oh,
Buc-ee's.
that's
And a
so
whole little
cute.
package of snacks. It's the most...
Oh, that's a thing from Buc-ee's?
Yes!
What were the snacks? Give me the breakdown.
Oh my God. Beaver nut. First, hold on. Brian,
Brian, thank you. He said, Jenna, I texted you the measurement you requested. Haven't heard back, so too big, too small. I'm on the edge of my seat. Hashtag sister wife.
Jenna, I need to know the deets. I need to know how big, how small, where are we at?
You never kiss and tell, Xia. 6.5 inches.
Wow.
At 4 centimeters.
Brian, Mary Beth, well done.
I'll grab them, but the ones that are left.
Oh, the beaver nuggets. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
sorry,
Nick's
the
getting
snacks.
the snacks.
You got to try the beaver nuggets. Oh my
What,
God.
I personally, when you say
Solid.
beaver nuggets, it's like, is that meat? Is it something super sweet with maple on top? Is it like,
Close your eyes. I'll feed you.
okay, I'm down for that.
This is going to be fun.
Now that Nick's gone, I have to look at myself.
Healer, you have no idea how hard it was to stop eating those nuggets. No idea. We haven't picked them back up since because we're both like, if once you start, we're not gonna stop. And so it's just gonna so many.
I have
beaver nuggets.
had so many donuts this week
Oh, donuts
because
are
of
so
you guys.
good.
They send me home, guys. So every day,
Every time.
every week, when I come here, she has leftover snacks from Snack Stream. So they send
Can't
me
keep
home.
'em.
They send me home with a mountain of snacks every time, and I feed Eric's stepdad. Like that's the thing. It's like I come home and I give him snacks.
Okay.
All right. So like I've had
Close your
so many donuts today. Should I just not? come with
Oh,
this?
we're gonna start with 2 things first, then we'll get to the beaver nuggets. These 2 things are so awesome. I'm gonna.
That one, the first one.
We'll
that's
do-
the- No. Do that one.
do that one first?
I want her to get the full flavor. But
Okay.
Nick's looking out for me. He wants me to get the full flavors.
Healer
That's so wrong.
says,
You really have to say that?
I feel like I need like a mask.
all right, hold on. I want to get a good size one.
Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, we have the mask.
Can you have a face mask that I can stick over my?
I do have an eye
like a-
mask, yes. Don't ask me what I use
Because
it for.
I feel like it's like annoying to try and keep my eyes closed and not open them. Thanks. Oh, it's like an actual eye mask.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. I thought you were gonna give me like the medical masks that I was gonna put over my face.
No, we wouldn't do that too. That's mean.
Oh, I don't care. As long as
Okay.
it covers
Yeah,
my eyes.
put the whip down. It's not like that.
Oh. Well, that's not fun. I don't want to do that anymore now then.
Are you gonna put it like in my hand
No, I'm
or in my
putting it
mouth?
in your mouth.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
This was on the ground. I'm just gonna stick it. Someone take this and
I'll
touch my
take it.
foot.
Give me- Touch my foot.
Okay. So, I can't tell. Obviously, it tastes like sweet chocolate. It's like sweet. It's like sweet white chocolate is what that tasted like. What the heck?
You get
That's
a
what
flavor?
I'm saying. It's like Fruity Pebbles. Is that what it is? And Pop Rocks?
There are Pop Rocks in there.
Is it? Yes. Okay.
There are Pop Rocks. The flavor is orange cream.
That's, oh my God, it's like Fruity Pebbles to me. Orange cream, now that you said it, makes total sense though.
Try it one more time
What-
after I told you.
Okay.
Was
Was
it
I
eating
supposed
them?
to suck on it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, I was just chewing them.
Wow. So it did take a second the first time I put it in my mouth for the Pop Rock to hit in. And it did. It tasted like it was almost like vanilla chocolate with a flavor. But that makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
The orange cream.
Orange cream.
All right,
Now
let's
cleanse
clear
your
the palate. I'm having fun.
This is fun. We should do this every week.
Mm-hmm.
Like blindfold Jenna and feed
Oh my
her
God, I'm
stuff.
so down.
Just go through the snacks that you did the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm also eating these just 'cause
As long
they're
as
so good.
everyone's having fun, I'll literally do whatever within
I'm
reason.
sure that they don't mind this. All right, I'm going in.
Ew. That was toothpaste and Pop Rocks. That's what that flavor was.
So this one's cherry cola.
What? That's toothpaste. That's, what are you saying?
You're crazy. It does not taste like toothpaste at all.
Hold on. All right, now that you said it, now I have to have another.
Okay.
Give it to me. Toothpaste. Just toothpaste.
I don't get toothpaste. That's so funny.
Cherry cola.
Cherry cola. I like that one, but I like the orange cream the best. All right.
Orange cream definitely took the cake on that.
I got to give you we saved the best for last. A beaver nugget.
Make sure you
The cleanse.
Yeah.
Gotta cleanse.
Cleanse. Now, is it going to be meat? Is it going to be savory? Is it going to be sweet? Jenna will find out. Shh, Daniel.
How are the comments?
No, that's mean, Nick.
Should we do these?
That's mean.
I'm telling you, like, I am excited to eat anything.
Someone
even if
tell
it-
me, we'll do this.
Even if it's like spicy and stuff. Like, I just, cause I have fun with this. Like, this is my excitement. I don't get to do anything like fun. I just stare at a computer all day, truthfully, and go to the gym.
She just said, I don't get to do anything fun. I really like when you torture me with spicy things.
She's with a vegan.
Nick says she's with a vegan.
Stop! My vegan just got me a house, guys. He can't be that bad.
No, we like Eric. We just like to rib on him for being a vegan. He's
Yes.
very nice. We
He's a
like
gem.
him. Okay, going in.
Oh, it's big.
That's what she said.
Ooh. Oh my god.
Are they still fresh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so fucking good.
You know, I said maple before. It's like syrup.
It's maple. Yep.
Oh my god. Was so,
Do you
I
want to
was
take?
spot on.
You want to take the mask off? You can look
I
at what it is.
Sure. Are
It's
you
like
gonna
a
feed me
little-
the other thing that you were saying?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
We're gonna wait on that one.
No.
Oh wow. Okay, it's bright in here. Damn.
It is a.
Wow.
Yeah, old nerdy. She'll never.
like
She would never
ASMR.
trust us again. Yeah. Should we just like eat crunchy stuff into the mic and that's the whole?
Oh, this is so good.
Should you explain to people who don't know these what it is?
Okay. So beaver nugget is essentially
From where as well?
from Buc-ee's. It's this giant, gas station that has a huge, like it's huge. I've seen videos on it where Mikey Chen goes in and shows you all of Buc-ee's, and it is like giant. They have everything. They have snacks. They have different drinks. They have milkshakes. They have ice cream. They have brisket sandwiches. They have burgers.
Briskets.
Yeah,
I
they
haven't
do
had
like
brisket
barbecue
in a
there. They
long
have
time.
They have what is it called? Tacos. Like they have everything. It's awesome.
Wow, I like took that eye mask off, and I'm like,
You're like, there are lights in here.
I know. I'm like, ooh.
Oh my god. So yeah. So a beaver nugget is from Buc-ee's, and it's like this corn. It's like a corn nugget, kind
It
of
almost,
like
you
a
know
corn
what it
puff.
tasted like? It is. Okay, corn puff is a good way to describe the texture.
Mm-hmm.
Kettle corn.
Yeah.
It tastes like kettle corn
Like a
with like
mapley
nice
kettle
syrup
corn.
on top. Yeah, it was really good.
Pancakes.
Yeah, Nick said it
Pancakes
tastes
is a
like
great
pancakes
one,
to
yeah.
him. Yeah, like a pancake flavored corn puff. They're so
Oh my
good.
god! I wasn't. And when you popped in my mouth, the other one, so I'm thinking she's gonna give me like more little teeny pieces, yay big
Little nuggets.
And the other thing, I'm like, ah.
I like to make Jenna choke on things.
That's what we do in our free time when you guys, when we're not on camera.
Just in case you guys wanted to know. That's what we're doing. It's all fun. Yeah, I want to go there
Yes,
and
Andrew.
get everything. Jenna, he said it twice. Andrew's so excited to feed
I like
feed
the
Jenna.
second time he wrote an LOL at the end. He said, we're thinking kink feeding Jenna when we're married. And then he goes, I am thinking kink feeding LOL. Andrew, I adore you.
Andrew, you're so great.
Do you know what I love before? I don't know if you saw Terry, and I think did Lodic or someone was having a thing about shaving each other's chests in the chat before.
I
and
missed
was
all
like,
that.
Yeah, they were talking about like shaving each other's chests, and I was like, you guys are so cute.
That's adorable.
They're
We've got
so
bromances
cute.
blossoming in the
Oh,
chat.
I love it.
It's adorable. When on Twitch streams, the mods all get together. I don't know if they do this every time, but I know they do it sometimes. They all get together when they're modding in a voice chat, and I don't know why that's like the
Oh,
most
really?
adorable thing to me. I'm like, you guys are
Aw.
so cute. You're all friends.
Yeah.
And an update too. This is not a Twitch stream, but I've seen many of my not Dilotic, many of my finished emotes. They're adorable. I can't wait. And the girl, she really took my directions and ran with them. Daniel, she gave me some nice tatas. So well done. I gotta show you.
Ooh,
They're
I'm
so cute.
excited.
They're so cute.
She's got the tatas.
I got the tatas. I have boobies. Someone also asked in the chat if Nick likes these or if he missed my old small boobs. He's just not a boob guy. He couldn't care less. He liked the small ones. These are fine. He's just not into boobs. When we first started dating, we went to the beach and he was like, I really wasn't expecting you to have the ass that you have. He's like, that was a pleasant surprise and a good bonus. I was not expecting that. Like, cause I just look like a little white girl on photos and stuff. And not that my ass is like huge. I think it's just more than you expect from
For like your body.
yeah,
and
like a tiny gal. You're expecting like a flat, and it's not a flat. And so I remember him telling me that once, and I was always self-conscious about my boobs, and he's like, I don't care. And he's still like, he's just not. Everybody likes to look at boobs, but like when it comes to being with a girl, like I don't know. It just doesn't matter.
I completely agree with that. Like.
Daniel, yeah, you gotta talk to her while you're away. The emotes are fantastic. Wait till you guys see the one of me eating ice cream with one eye twitching. It's an actual thing that happened. When I got 2,000 followers on Twitch, I did an ice cream stream to celebrate. So I tried like 9 different kinds of ice cream. Now the problem with me and ice cream is, with most snacks, I usually just take a bite and then I put it down, so I'm not going nuts. Ice cream is a real issue. It's so good. I love ice cream so much.
Oh my god, is that
yes.
the ice cream that you gave me that one time?
That was a different one. That was the second time I did that. Or third.
Okay, well,
Not sure.
like, so I try not to eat it all that much. Like, it's still
Right.
in the freezer.
Ooh,
but when
good
I
for you.
do eat it, I eat way too much
Oh,
every
yeah.
single time. And it's, you know what's the good one? I'm not really vibing with the other flavors. There was maple walnut or something.
Yeah, that was from Friendlies. That was a Friendlies flavor.
That one's my go-to.
Yeah,
out
it
of
was
all of them,
good.
I loved the maple one.
I am sorry because I gave you all the ones that I didn't want to keep. I kept all the really good flavors.
I got
so
free
bad.
maple ice cream out of that. I said that's fine by me. That and the what was it? The shortcake or something?
Strawberry
is good.
shortcake? I think that's what I got.
raspberry. Something. That was the other good one I really liked. It tasted like a pie.
Tasted like a pie?
Like a pie.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
think I
what it was.
remember
It was
what you're
like
talking
a
about. Yeah.
Crumb pie or something.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it was something like that.
I got 2 free
Terry.
giant things of ice cream. Terry! Andrew requested I shave his chest. I draw the line at tushes, though. And Jenna, if you like blindfolds and tasting things, I have an idea.
I like he ends that with the little angel
I
guy.
know.
He's like,
that
it's a
innocent
super
old
innocent
Terry.
idea. Totally not dirty
my
at all.
God.
But yeah, I tried 9 different ice creams, and I didn't just stop at a bite of each ice cream. Like, I was eating ice cream. And as Dilotic said in the chat, my eye started twitching, and it did not stop twitching for 2 days.
Oh my god, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a lot, and it was like I was on crack. It's the closest I've been to being drunk in years. And then the crash comes, and at one point I was just lying on the countertop, and Eric took a screenshot of it and sent it to me, and was like, "This is what I'm watching right now. I'm watching this girl fall apart." It was ridiculous.
You know what I love?
So I have to have an emote
but I
of that.
never have. Green tea ice cream.
Green tea ice cream's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's super common in
It's
Hawaii
so
because
good.
there's so much Japanese food everywhere. So at every Japanese restaurant, they always have green tea ice cream. It's so good.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Have you ever had deep fried green tea ice cream?
Maybe?
Oh, mama. It's good. They do like,
I
I don't know if all places do that, but they do one where it's tempura battered. So it's like deep fried, but in a tempura batter. And then they'll do like chocolate sauce or powdered sugar or
Oh my
whatever
God,
over
that
the top of
sounds
it.
so good.
It's,
Uh,
yeah.
Do you know how we were talking about Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yes, I still want to go there.
Okay,
It's really good. You should.
I got
Nick.
a $10 gift card there.
Hey!
Yeah,
That's like a half a dish.
Yeah, I know.
That's not gonna get you anywhere.
Well, okay, but it's $10 left of what we need
No,
to
of course.
spend. you
That's
know?
true.
Like,
That's
like,
$10
Have
off.
you seen the price of eggs? Recently.
Yes, I
the
have.
economy?
We stopped eating eggs a long time ago.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting our own chickens, so
That's how you got to do it. Nick, we should get a couple chickens in the back. The cats would eat them.
The raccoons.
The raccoons would eat them.
can you guys even have chickens?
Probably
There's no
not.
rule here.
You
No.
think so?
Dude, there's no rules here.
That's true. They say there's HOA rules, but there
There's
aren't.
not. There's really just do whatever you want.
Yeah, as long as
sounds
it's not
nice.
like out of control, I think we'd be fine.
Yeah.
Damn.
As long as we didn't have roosters that are like waking neighbors
That's
up because
the
they
way
would
to do it.
complain.
Yeah.
Yeah. But chickens.
Chickens will also eat everything. They're so good for like environmental. Well, I'm talking instead of
Yeah.
like throwing leftovers in the trash and stuff, But yeah, no, when we get chickens, you guys will be back on the egg grind.
Yeah.
Because right now we pay
exciting.
$6 for our neighbors' eggs.
That's a lot.
So a lot of our money just goes straight. Eric eats 4 eggs a day.
Jesus.
That's a lot of eggs.
And that's just for breakfast. Like, I might stick
Wow.
them in like a dinner, or if we have a burger, I'll put an egg on top. Like,
wow.
so we go through eggs like crazy.
Well, 'cause
Usually
that's-
we get 5 or 6 cartons at a time.
Wow.
And it's good for like 2 weeks.
Chickens do stink.
Yeah,
that's a lot of eggs.
so we are going to be getting our own chickens.
But you know what? That's really smart. Do you have like a chicken coop area that you're gonna set
Oh
up?
my god, his backyard. So I think overall his backyard's like not his backyard, but the land of stuff is like an acre or two.
That's pretty
so
good.
the backyard, he has actually 2 fences. They're like attached. It almost is like an L. So if you have an L shaped, but like one of them actually has like cuts off the other one. So we call it like the backyard, and then the far backyard is what we call it. So like the far backyard is where like the dogs will do a lot of running.
Gotcha. So
And
there's
the
a lot of
regular
dog poop.
backyard is where they do their business, they hang out, they can go back and forth, whatever the case is. But with that, we were going to do in the far backyard and potentially turn one of the sheds into the chicken coop.
Ooh, okay.
Because they have 2 sheds. I mean, granted, I'm sure we're going to need storage at some point, but like...
yeah, but one for storage, one for chickens. I don't know. That works, right?
Or we can
Sounds
like
good.
DIY it. Like, I know how to build things.
Yeah.
So,
Good stuff.
eggs will be coming your way.
How much is this?
So exciting.
To buy chicken?
Mm.
I think they're really cheap, especially if you get like a chick or something.
Yeah,
I'm
if you
pretty
just
sure
go
it's, like,
get
really
chicks,
cheap.
they're not very expensive.
What is it?
Chicks
what's
are
the-
adorable.
What's the place you can go to? Not Horrible Freight. What's that other Tractor Supply? And they sometimes
Oh, okay, I
will
was
just have
like,
a
I don't
bunch
know.
of like chicks that you
Wait,
can
you
buy.
can just get baby chicks at
Oh my
Tractor
god,
Supply?
yeah, like
get a
they'll
couple of
randomly have like
chicks.
baby chicks that you can just buy for a couple bucks.
James says, tell you get the chickens, you should get your eggs at Costco. Best prices.
Since Eric's vegan, we only get the neighbor's eggs
'Cause they're
taken
free-range.
care of. Because like honestly, no, they're sick. It's $5-6 at ShopRite anyway. So for us, it's like not even that big of a deal.
Right, and then you're actually at least giving money to someone who's...
Right, the neighbors.
A
they're
neighbor.
lovely.
Yeah, that's
and like
nice.
when we help out or something, they'll occasionally give us an extra dozen.
Mary Beth wants to understand the vegan thing.
So Mary Beth says, I thought he was vegan. He is a moral vegan, right? Like he
Correct.
doesn't eat meat for moral reasons.
For
so to
moral.
him, because the chickens are like actual free range,
Yeah, they're
The neighbor
really,
has them,
the
they're taken
neighbor,
care of.
Like will show us the backyard, and he gets so excited. He's like, oh, like the eggs are gonna be a different color because I just changed their food and it's gonna be more nutritious. Like
Gotcha.
He loves his chickens, and they're so taken care of. So
So
it's like
if
that's
he
a
was-
chicken period.
if he
is
was
what
to
we're
have
eating.
his own farm, and like all the animals were taken care of, and he was like, thought like he would maybe eat meat if he was like farming.
So we've had the no, because that's still like ending a life, like a chicken.
Okay, because an egg, if it's not fertilized, got it. Gotcha.
Exactly. It's literally like you're gonna leave it to rot there. So for what he said though is because we had this discussion. Obviously, when you're vegan, even doing the tofu and everything, there's products into it. So there's crop deaths, snakes, rabbits, little, mice, things like that in the field. So there's crop deaths. For him, if he goes out and like hunts an elk and kills an elk for the next 6 months, that's one death for 6 months compared to like the dozens of small crop deaths from eating like tofu and stuff. So if it push came to shove, and we were, let's say, hunting, he might actually hunt an animal because it's less death compared to other things.
Gotcha. So he just has a problem with killing animals in general, not the way they're treated. He just
no, treated 100%.
Treated,
too.
but also like he just doesn't want them to die.
Yes. All right. So
that's where you lose me. I get that animals are treated like crap. Obviously, I don't care enough to do anything about it because I'm not going to stop eating meat. But
most people.
Right. But that's like, to me, I understand why people are upset with. I understand why people are upset with the way animals are treated because it is garbage. However, I don't have any
take
qualms with killing
live
them.
pigs and they dump them in boiling water until they die. You couldn't find any other way to euthanize them.
That's so unnecessary.
Pigs are more intelligent than dogs are. So it's like, why do we value dogs so highly? Granted, I'm saying this and I eat bacon, but I'm just saying this is the argument. It's how can an animal be more intelligent than a dog is? And we think so highly of dogs and we can never hurt a dog. But we dump it in
and we get
boiling water until it dies. Can you imagine someone saying, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you," and like you have to get dumped in boiling water until you?
That's the way you go out.
Why
I know.
It's great. Like, ooh.
Well,
oh my God.
it is an interesting conversation to have because people get really up in arms about dogs, and I get it. The dogs are adorable. I love them. But
one of his documentaries that made him vegan is the documentary started with one of the foreign countries. I think it's like China has something called a dog festival.
So that's what I was going to bring up. I can't remember if it was China or Korea, but it is one of those countries where they have a dog festival and they literally kill and eat dogs and skin them alive and like all this crazy stuff.
And the documentary opens up with someone taking, like they were standing on top of like if it was a platform, a truck, whatever they were standing on top of, with dogs in cages. And they just take them and throw them off, and the dog in the cages will just hit the ground, like they burn them, and it's a thing because it's like for them, dogs are food.
Right.
We do that to the people over there as well.
Nick says, but they do that to the people over there as well.
We treat our animals that way, and he said that it gets you so riled up to the point where you're like, what the hell is going on, whatever. And then it transitions to, well, that's how you treat everything that you
everything
eat.
else here.
It's just not a dog.
We just decided that dogs are pets.
Yeah.
And other countries maybe didn't decide that so much. So it is interesting to think of. That was going to be my exact point.
Idolize bull and cow. Like other countries, it's
in
like
India.
like cow is like a sacred, like they that's just their thing. Like they love their cows. You can't touch their cows. For here, we freaking slice their necks open. And
I think cows are adorable.
Oh, they're
so cute, but they also taste really good, and I love beef. So you're cute, but I will eat you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna. But I also read somewhere, and I don't know how accurate this is because it's not like I really looked into it deeply, but that cows wouldn't exist if we weren't raising them to eat.
I think I have heard that too.
Right? Like if we were raising them for livestock, they would be...
Or it would be like very different, like genetically.
Right.
Like they would have like formed as something completely different.
Yeah, like the cows, the domesticated cows as we know them wouldn't exist at all.
I have also heard that.
What about animal violence? How do we fix that?
Oh my God, Nick, shut up. Nick just says, how about animal violence? How do we fix that?
Fucking die slowly. Yeah.
I mean, watch a lion hunt a zebra. It's wild. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And backhand, I'm not backhand, sorry. Old Nerdy brought up an interesting point that like death is death. It's all inhumane. But I feel like there is a difference between a painless death and like a painful, the last moments of their life, or like they're getting boiled alive or set on fire alive, versus like something like those air guns that you shoot them in the head. They feel nothing, they know nothing, and they just die. I think like that's the difference between
exactly. Like they don't need to get abused,
right?
You know, it's like bad enough we're killing them. Like, why do you have to treat them so terribly?
Like, you don't need to set them on fire when they're alive.
Yeah, like,
that's a bit
their whole
much.
life is torture. That's all it is. It's the entire life is torture.
Up
until the point they just die.
I was waiting for someone to bring that up. Of course it was you, Didlotic. Thanks. Xia's tire on pet violence. I run over one cat. I run over
You
one
ran over a
cat.
cat?
Dude, I was so devastated. I was like 17. And I got a kitten. I named it Mio. I loved this kitten. It was so cute.
It was your own
It
cat?
was my cat. It was a gift to me. It was my kitten. And I think I went to the store. And I guess it had gotten out somehow.
Cry.
I didn't let the cat. It wasn't supposed to be an outside
Yeah.
cat. I don't know how it got out of the house. It was an inside cat. And so I just wasn't even thinking. Apparently, I think it was on my tires. I don't know what happened. I didn't know till I came back. And my Grandpa John, because my Grandpa John was there, bless him. I love Grandpa John, R.I.P. He took care of it for me. But my sister was crying. I was crying. I was so devastated. I had this cat for like 2 weeks. And I loved it. I had already bonded with it. It was really sad. No, I loved my gift. Shut up, Robert.
Holy crap. I would have like never. Guys,
It was
leave her
terrible.
alone. That's like traumatizing.
It was really sad. I was so sad. He made sure to cover it up, and then he took it and buried the kitty for me, so I didn't have to look at it, because I think I was already crying. I think I would have lost it if I had to see the cat's body. I was so sad.
That's horrific. I was
Yes,
like,
it
oh,
was
okay,
not
she was
speed
driving
bump.
and one ran across like the road or something.
Oh.
But it was your own cat.
It was my own cat. And that's not the first time. This is so I didn't run this other cat over. When I was little, it's a pattern. I shouldn't be. What the heck? Goddamn straight,
And
Terry.
then Terry, yeah, I was gonna say Terry's over there just making jokes about the whole thing.
When I was little, so this is the thing that people do in Hawaii. I don't know if it happens here a lot. Probably not, because you can't go to the dump. In Hawaii, anyone can go to the dump.
Yeah.
You go, and that's where most people take their trash, because most people don't have trash pickup. That's only like if you live in Hilo, or in town. But if you live outside, you just take your own trash to the dump. So when I was here, I'm like, wait, you can't go to the dump? Like, you can't
they're
go?
weird about that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought
like
that was
it.
so weird. So we used to go take our trash to the dump, and I was living with my Auntie Becky at the time. This is when my dad moved to LA. I was living with my Auntie Becky. I lived with her for like 2.5 years. And we went to the dump, and we found this little kitten. And people go there a lot, and they dump animals. They like abandon them there. Yeah, it's really messed up.
That's bad.
So we found this little kitten, and this poor thing, like it had like guts coming out of its butt. Like it was in bad shape. And we took him, but we nursed him back to health. Like he lived, and he was.
Just to kill him?
So Nick, no, I was so sad. We named him Smelly Cat, like from Friends, because we got him from the dump, and he was smelly, and his head was stuck to the side like this, and his tail was stuck to the other way. So he would run into like stuff all the time because he couldn't see straight.
Oh my God.
Because his head was like permanently bent like this. So he was always looking this way, but we loved that little cat. He was white, and he had like orange rings on his tail, and he was so cute. We love a Smelly Cat. And then my cousin Aaron ran him over. And we came home one day and found out that Aaron had just killed our kitten. He killed our little Smelly Cat. I was so sad. That was the first time, and I cried like a baby. And then when I got Mio, I was like, I'm redeemed. And then, or not redeemed, but like I didn't kill the first cat. This was, shut up, Nick. Guys, I pronounce my T's, okay? That's the way that.
Why? Wait, say kitten. I didn't even.
Kitten.
Oh, that's like everyone says kitten.
Everyone says kitten. To me, that sounds so weird. I don't know why. Kitten.
Kitten. Honestly, she's correct.
Little kittens.
I can't even say it because like she's right.
But I do it with everything, and I think it's a Hawaii thing, but I'm not sure. It's also a British thing apparently. I say button, mittens. I don't know. It's the T's. T's.
Kill 2 of them.
No, Nick.
Nick's such a jerk off.
Nick is so mean. So now I have to. What does that say?
You're an inhuman monster.
Oh my God. Oh no, James. Sounds like he knew what he was doing, and he jumped under your cousin's tire. He's like, I have to end it. All I can look is this way. I can't see anything. Button. What's wrong with Button?
Oh.
Oh, Binary, but he was so happy. He was a happy little kitten. He would run around, he would jump, he would play, he purred, like he loved us. He just ran into things sometimes because his head was a little crooked. Poor little guy.
Yeah. Psycho sisters, Terry says. All right, well,
sisters.
we got an article here about 44-year-old mean girls.
Oh.
Be more sexy.
So-
Speaking of sad.
I know. Look at this chat.
Wait up, dude. That's not nice. I miss.
I liked it better when you
kittens.
fed me snacks.
So let's go back to this. We're talking about Rachel McAdams. I think I know everyone's thoughts on this. I think I know our thoughts on this, but oh no, healer. But Matt Dax, I'm so sad. But Rachel McAdams did a photo shoot with Bustle that was published a couple weeks ago. Oh my God. Hey, Didlotic, we took him to the vet. We got him. We fixed him. We fixed this kitten and he was good and he was happy and he was loved. We took care of him. You know what, Binary? I believe that reincarnation is more likely than a lot of things. That's where I stand on that. I don't know why. I just feel like we're some kind of energy or we're some kind of way for the universe to experience life and consciousness in a different kind of way. And the energy that sort of is us, like in essence, not because I feel like we're shaped by our experiences. Like that's who we are as people. It shapes us, the things we like, the things we dislike, traumas, all that crap. But I think there's like maybe an essence or something that we just sort of recycle and try out different things. I don't know if that's what for sure it is. I don't know. To me, that's more possible than most things.
I read the other day. I think it's Europe. Probably I'm wrong. Another country, not America, is experimenting with psychedelics because they believe that psychedelics are like the way into other dimensions.
Joe Rogan talks about this all the time.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
And they're actually, because you know when you're on psychedelics, some people actually see the same, they call them entities.
Yeah.
That will say the same things, see the same things. Interesting that you have the same
experiences.
Right. On
Interesting.
psychedelics, you're hallucinating. Like it could be anything, but you're seeing the same hallucination. Like, you know.
Terry, no.
So, oh my God, Terry.
Sorry, go on.
No, it's fine.
Just read
So
that.
I think they said Europe, but it could be whatever country is trying to map out, and they've actually been mapping out the other dimensions on psychedelics, and it's been matching up.
Interesting. So this is like a common theme that people are experiencing and talking about the same dimensions,
doing, like, all
same
sorts of
entities.
tests and stuff
That's
on it.
interesting.
You know what's like crazy too? I don't know why no one talks about this. A couple years back, they just like casually released that there are like all these other dimensions, and that what is it? Astral projection is 100% a real thing, and they just like casually said, oh, just like in how they casually went, oh yeah, there's a bunch of, you know, UFOs and stuff, like it's just all now declassified, so now it's all like aliens exist and this and that happens. And
I remember seeing, and I never looked into it, so I don't know how much of it's true, but I remember seeing people are like, yeah, they just casually released the aliens exist and no one cares.
Yeah,
but did they really say the aliens exist, or did they say that
they said it was UFOs,
so they didn't know what it was?
technically
Doesn't mean aliens
It's
though.
drones. It's the same thing as stealth-bomber. Stealth-bomber was the UFOs.
So Nick says it's our new drones.
Yeah. The stealth-bomber was the one that everyone was saying, you're not listening.
No, I'm listening.
The stealth-bomber was the
Yeah,
UFOs
the
back
stealth
in
bomber
day.
was the UFOs from back in the
What
day
is that
because they didn't
thing?
know what it
And then they
was.
released it and it was like, oh shit, that's what that was for fucking 20 years or whatever the fuck that crazy thing is.
I think there's no doubt that aliens exist in the galaxy.
Oh, 100%.
But I don't think they're here. And I think that if we'd be dead, or I think that they do like what they might be observing us and they're like, oh, these primitive idiots haven't gotten past like religion or things like that yet. So we're not even going near them.
I think the ancient pyramids and how they were built and like the theories with giants and stuff.
I haven't looked into any of that, so I don't know anything about it.
Look into giants. Incredible. There's a thing that there's like apparently this like special room or something that they made out of like stone and stuff, and it's actually in the shape of the way an ear canal is like shaped. And it's these different rooms, and in the rooms frequencies bounce off the walls because of how it was made, and it comes up to whatever frequency. It's supposed to be like a healing room. And they have released that at some frequency, it actually will kill cancerous cells in your body. And like, you're just telling me all that time ago, they just casually knew that frequencies and they created a room identical to the
real
ear canal?
science that frequencies cure cancers, though? Because I feel like then everybody would be doing that and there'd be no cancer. I never believe those things.
I don't know. I mean, look, I personally, I don't look into it. I just hear these things and I go, oh, that's really cool. I do a little bit of research and then I go, I keep an open mind to go, that's really dope that like something could have came out like that. I definitely think that they have cures to a lot of stuff and they just don't release it.
I think
Herpes virus they have a cure for.
I think there's something to that because they can't make money off cures. So
herpes virus they have a cure for it. They just refuse to release it because all the pharmaceutical, they like live off of cold sore stuff, you know?
I would love it if I could get rid of cold sores. That'd be great.
Yep.
I don't enjoy having them.
Oh no, you can.
So
there is
and
a
joke's
cure.
on them. I don't buy anything for my cold sores. I just
don't
suffer
either.
through them.
I do the
so
same thing.
it would
I
be
put
great.
Vaseline on, or I put like coconut oil or something.
Terry, thank you so much for the super
Terry,
chat.
hey. Sorry, I'm too busy like staring at Xia over this thing.
Over what thing?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was just. I'm just.
I
saying,
was like,
into
wait,
the
what?
Conversation.
No, Terry, thank you so much.
Thank you, Terry.
Oodles and oodles, you beautiful sausages. I'm so sorry that you had a bad week, but I'm glad that we're hopefully helping a little bit.
Terry.
Some tiny way. Some small way to help. To shut up,
Nick
Nick.
goes with the kitten talk.
Whatever. Daniel also says he believes the aliens exist, but I highly doubt they're as advanced as movies and sci-fi tells you they are. That's totally possible too.
I think they're way
If
advanced.
they were, they would be. If they're not here, then he's right. Then maybe they're not at all.
Yeah, Nick says that if they were advanced, they'd probably be here, but if they're not here, then they might not be advanced at all. If they were here, they'd be advanced.
Do you want to know what's like interesting though? What if they can't come in here unless they have like, you know, little suits or something because of the environment and they like die
can't
within
breathe.
like the oxygen or something, you know? So
Maybe.
they just go, oh, we literally like we can't live in outer space. What if they've adapted that they can just live in obviously
Like all we know is that for life needs what, two things, oxygen and water?
for our Earth.
Right.
For our
But
Earth.
I
That's-
wonder.
that's proven.
But
Yes.
that's what they always look for, like for other planets. But you're right. I wonder if there's other life forms that can live off helium.
That's what I'm saying.
or
If you
something
look
like
at
that.
ancient bacterium, it lives in volcanoes. We can't live in a volcano.
That's true.
And they
That's true.
thrive. They thrive in volcanoes. Been around for thousands of years. They just thrive living in volcanoes.
That's true. Yeah.
You
I
know?
always wonder about that. So maybe there are like these. What if there are fire entities that live on really hot planets that are super close to the
Spooky.
sun? Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
just like almost
They're just
fire.
chilling.
Dude,
They're
that'd be
hanging.
awesome. All right. So, ambient space noise.
Space noise. What a perfect name for this topic.
Thank you so much for the
Aw.
super chat. You're thick AF, Jenna. Respectful, simping, and
Thank
bound,
you.
milady.
Thank you. I've been trying to get thick AF. This
I
has
love
been
it.
a goal for mine.
You're like,
Ambient
this is
space
exactly what I
noise.
wanted
Thank
to hear.
you.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
And hello. People are talking about them. They looked this up. So the 44-year-old, back to the story. She did a
Oh my
photo
God.
shoot for Bustle. I know, we went off on a way tangent. We went to she did a photo shoot for Bustle. This is Rachel McAdams. If you guys don't know her, she was in Mean Girls, but I think more notably, even if you have never seen the movie, you probably still know her from The Notebook. Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much. I love them. I love having boobs. It's the best thing in the whole world.
I know Eric
you.
said to me because I keep like telling him about. I'm like, they're looking so good, whatever. And he goes, "I know, Jenna. You're next. You're next." Relax. I'm like, I know.
You're like, I'm excited. I'm ready.
Because he asked me, he was like, if you get like a really big check, like what are you doing? I said, I want to get my hair cut and dyed.
Okay, I like it.
I want to focus on skincare and get myself good skincare products. I want a food processor. You know, just like stuff that I feel like
General
would make my
stuff,
life like
yeah.
good. You know, and I don't need no handbags or anything. Like I want a haircut is what I want. I'm tired of cutting my hair in the bathroom alone. So like stuff like that. And then one of the things was like because he asked, what's a big expense? And I said, I want to get my chest done.
Yeah. That's the big, I mean, that for me, that's the most money I've spent on myself
When
ever.
I was
like a big
shopping
deal.
with my mom, we picked out probably 12 shirts for summer. Summer cute shirts.
Yeah.
Every single one of them went back because it was like, I looked crazy. I looked crazy.
What do you mean you looked crazy?
None of them were just like, I just looked like this in all of them. And my mom was like, why are you like that? And I'm like, Mom, I just have shoulders.
Right, because you have
wish
very,
I
like,
could,
broad.
but that's what I looked like. I just looked like this in all the shirts. Like, they looked so weird, and we didn't buy a single one. And my mom looked at me, and she was like, nothing is looking good. In a nice way, in a nice mother. She didn't say exactly like that, but it was like, why doesn't anything look good on you? And I'm like, because I'm like broad, and I don't have anything.
But
I have a
feel
bra
like,
on now, but like, it was.
But I feel like you get that nice, like, you can get that nice hourglass shape that a lot of girls want if you have like a broader upper body.
I could,
like, my upper
but
body's so
I
small.
couldn't fill any of the shirts.
That was always my problem with my
And
boobs.
it was just,
People
they
are
were
like,
like,
it's great, it's great.
sag
No,
or blah, blah,
everything
blah.
sags. It's a pain in the ass. They're like, why would you? A few people were salty about me getting it done. And they're like, why would you do that? I'm like, you've never lived with small boobs and trying clothes on. It's a
Oh my
freaking
God,
nightmare. It's
horrible.
the worst. I hate it.
Cool.
So yeah, no, having boobs is just for the way clothes fit alone is awesome.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
That's the best part. The rest of it is whatever. I mean, I like playing with them too. And they're very soft and very squishy. I was not expecting them because everybody's like, they don't feel real. They feel just the same as my old boobs to
Right.
me, just bigger. Like, they're not hard. They're not firm. They're squishy and soft and very nice.
Right.
Rachel McAdams, she did this photo shoot. I know we were trying to get back here. And she got a lot of flack online for it. I personally think this is really gross, but I also have a very live and let live attitude. But she didn't shave her armpits, and she did a photo shoot with her hairy pits out. And I guess you could say we've been
I feel like
conditioned
I
by
can
society, but
barely even see 'em
I
in
still
these.
hate it. I hate hairy armpits.
I hate hairy armpits too.
I don't
feel
like it.
I can't even tell in these photos. That would almost just looks like.
You can.
Nick, can you
we're
do a
also
little
looking
zoom?
far away.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Can you do a zoom in? Because I can't see it. To me, that's like just like
Nope, can't do a zoom in. Just kidding.
All right. Well, I'll.
Thank you, Tom.
Hold on.
Yeah, I wonder if her. Yes, I didn't know she was a Bush fan. Exactly way up, dude. I wonder if her downstairs is just as hairy. She leaves a nice. You can kind of see it more when you look over there.
Hold on.
Nick's pulling it up. It to me, it is very noticeable. Like, it's a lot of hair. I just feel uncomfortable, and I feel like it smells worse like that.
Oh,
That's a fair amount of hair.
that's a fair amount of hair.
That's a lot of sweat and odor that can get caught in
I mean,
there.
look, like you do you.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I just feel like there's something so nice about like feminism, and I know not feminism, but being feminine
Femininity.
is what I
Yeah.
meant to say. And look, she obviously her view of femininity is whatever she wants it to be.
Yeah, look, she's fine with it. Doesn't matter. She's rich as hell. Who cares?
The people are saying
Like, really.
in clothes.
But that's.
That's
I feel like it'd be so
I don't know, like,
uncomfortable.
I can't.
Daniel doesn't mind. Daniel doesn't mind a nice hairy pit. I don't like hair really anywhere. I shave
I don't
just
either.
about everything.
Same thing with me.
I don't want any of it. I don't like having hair. Even hair on my head is kind of a
And
lot.
it does. I do for me. Like again, I don't like you do you. You know, it's
Right.
not like your decision affects me at all. I don't care.
No, I don't care.
For me, I could never let my arms get hairy.
No.
I definitely think for me an odor would be an issue because I get very sweaty. I
Yeah,
do get very
no, when you
sweaty.
work out
in
at
the
the gym,
summer and
same.
stuff, like I get like I just
Backhand.
I don't know. I like clean. Just like how I like myself and my men clean shaven.
Yeah.
I am just not into hair.
Yeah, same. I'm not a big fan of the hair. Hi, Piggy.
Hey.
I'm not a huge fan of hair on the armpits. I'm not a huge fan of hair like down. I'll grow my bush out every now and again to shoot content.
Oh really?
Some people really like it.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I didn't realize as many people liked it, but
Ambient space noise.
Ambient space noise, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Very random, but my 41-year-old care worker, thick AF as well, good for you, for my mom just made a pass at me yesterday and she has a boyfriend. Is this wrong to consider pursuing?
Ooh.
That's a tough one. Also, I refuse to believe Jenna couldn't fill out a shirt.
Oh, trust me, I can't. This
Ambient
bra,
space
it's all
noise,
this bra I'm
you
wearing
would
right
be
now is what you're seeing.
surprised. As a former small chester, it's freaking rough out
And
there,
I
man.
had bigger boobs than you did. And I'm still complaining about it.
Yeah, my boobs were like nothing to start with. Like I had nothing. It was rough.
Wow, made a pass at him.
So here's my stance on that. As someone, now in life, if I was single and someone came to me that was with a partner and I knew they were with someone else, I wouldn't hook up with them.
Previous Jenna that was not like, that was mean girl Jenna, I wouldn't have cared. Now I'm like, what if I was that girl?
That's what I think about it. Like, I can't be that person.
Right,
I can't be that
I can't
scummy.
just knowingly be mean to someone. Because previously in high school, I was like, that's their problem. That's not mine. And it's like, oh no, that was very much like, you're a part of the problem, Jenna.
Yes, right.
You know?
And like,
it's like, okay, yeah, I now acknowledge in a mature space, you shouldn't do that to people.
right. And at the end of the day, yes, it is on the partner to be the one to not cheat on their boyfriend or girlfriend. But I think if I know, that's where it's a problem for me. Like, if I know about it, then I'm just as bad. Because you're right, it's not my relationship, but just as a person, like, feeling if someone did that to me. Hi, Deadpool. Ravenclaw, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you.
To add on my dating arm, preferred clean shaven armpits and arms and clean from down under, including legs. Do you mean dating profile? Did it come out as dating arm? To add to my dating arm? Does that stand for something and I'm just derping out here?
Maybe.
Mean Girl Jenna sounds like a fun person to be around.
Okay, Mean Girl Jenna was very fun to be around. Very fun to be around. Did not make smart choices. Fun to be around.
Somebody in that vegan shit.
I dated a married guy for a bit, and it sucks.
Mary Beth, oh my God. Thank you for coming in the chat. She goes, good news, Jenna. Downstairs, Brian makes a bowling ball look hairy.
Brian.
Oh, I love it.
Mean
Photos
Girl
didn't
Jenna
happen.
and alcoholic Xia to host together. Oh my God. That would be a disaster.
Mean Girl Jenna
Holy
on
crap.
alcohol would just hook up with anyone she could.
Thank you, Deadpool.
And make
I was
just
in
bad
relationships.
choices.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. It's like weirdly heartbreaking. So I dated a married guy for a few months. Now, they were separated enough that, like, she knew about me.
Right.
So he wasn't cheating on her. But I remember her saying something once that, like, I felt so...
Oh, like, you met her or no?
No, I didn't meet her. She told someone else that was close to me. Like, she told another friend.
Oh, okay, got it.
And she said to him, what does Xia have that I don't have? Like, why is he with her and, like, he doesn't want to be with me? And
That's heartbreaking.
It sucked. I was like, wow. I felt really bad. It was one of those situations. And that was kind of the last time I've ever, like, done anything like that. This was a long time ago. And it wasn't like a...
The answer is it's not you. That's the only answer.
All
it ever is. It's not you.
It's not you. Yeah, that's exactly... Nick just says the answer is it's not you. That's exactly what it is.
She's
yeah.
young and she's not you.
She's young and she's not you. But
Sorry.
Yeah. And it wasn't like a serious dating. I wasn't dating anyone. Like, we weren't dating anyone else, but it was like neither of us were pursuing it for like a real relationship. Like, we both knew it was just for fun. And when it ended. But and they didn't work out anyway. They ended up getting a divorce and he was with someone else. And so at the end of the day, but it's just that feeling that you get hit with.
And it's like, oh. Okay, especially being an insecure girl hearing that. Wait, Ambience. Nick, you scroll up in the chat real quick? Just like a wee bit. All right. Ambient says, we've been getting along for a year now, and she's one of those chicks whose boyfriends doesn't like her being around me and doesn't want her wearing tight clothes around me, which she does anyway.
Oh,
okay,
it sounds like she wants to bang you.
I was just on the phone with my best friend, and we just had this conversation because his preference is he obviously doesn't want the person he's with, you know, being kind of out there, exposed, whatever. That's just his comfort level. He does not want to see his girlfriend posting things on the internet of herself and this and that. Like, fine. My ex-boyfriend was the same way. He was a gem. He did not like when I wore crop tops. He used to say, I love him to death, but his thing was he was insecure, and he used to say, you're wearing crop tops out and this and that, and it was for attention. And I would say, no, we're going out. I want to look sexy. Like, and if it is for attention, like, what? First off, it's not. The attention was just because I wanted to look good for myself.
Yeah, that's usually what it is.
Like, where it's not like I'm wearing this I wear this every day. I want to wear something like cute.
Yeah,
This is like this is actually not a crop top. Actually, I like put the shirt up here.
Oh,
This is where second half of the shirt is, actually.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I like fold it up underneath my bra so it like stays. And it's really just a person's comfort level, I feel like, in that. What's the guy into?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. What's your opinion on that? Because like I told my best friend before, I said, look, your comfort level is what you're comfortable with. However, when I broke up with that boyfriend and I was with Eric, the first thing I said to him was, you will not tell me what to wear and what I cannot wear.
So
because I complied. I basically said I won't wear these clothes to make him feel comfortable.
Right.
But I also lost a part of myself in the process because I couldn't express myself and feel good when we went out places.
Right.
So there was the difference. It's like, okay, I gave up that part for his comfort, but I wasn't happy doing it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I'm kind of with old nerdy on that. That's an insecure dude. I
He was very
think that
insecure,
your
yeah.
partner should never ever, and this goes both ways, control what your boyfriend or girlfriend wears ever. I think that's a weird, like, you're upset that someone's gonna look at your girlfriend.
Yeah, well, that was, so my
Like,
ex,
you don't want anyone to look at her? What do you think's
Yeah.
gonna happen if someone looks at her?
So, okay.
Like,
so
you don't own her. That body's
here's
not
the thing.
just for you.
And
Like,
this
that's
is something
ridiculous.
that my ex kind of like spoke about, and this is something when I just got off the phone with my best friend, he was mentioning.
Yeah.
Is his thing was, you know, because Eric, if someone looks at me and snaps their neck looking at me, he's like, that's my trophy girlfriend.
Right.
As compared to, like, their perspective is, the way he actually described it is like, if we're a gazelle and we dress up all nice and sexy, it's like we're now a gazelle with a meat chain around our neck. And the guys are like the lions. His thing was he doesn't want to have to deal with like watching lions and not so much watching, but the fact that they have like a plan on how to get that gazelle and how to do this and how to do that. His thing was he just, you know, that's how a guy thinks. And he said from a guy's perspective, like, I don't want people looking, you know, I guess at his girl that way. Whatever. We didn't get too into it because we were cut on time.
Right,
so
right,
I can't
right.
say, but from his perspective, it's just a comfort thing. And I can understand that. But, like, for me, like, don't tell me what I'm going to wear.
Yeah, you can't tell your partner what they're going to wear. It's the same thing when girls...
City or Brooklyn, I'm telling you what we're
Okay, but that's different.
And Nick looks at her and goes, I'm telling you what you were
but that's
wearing.
different. You do it from a safety perspective, and that's a different thing. You don't tell me what to wear in the sense of, like, I don't want other people looking at you.
Yeah.
When we go into bad areas, he wants me to be covered up to save us from getting into altercations.
I did the same thing
That's
in Ohio.
different.
My mom was like, I have a beautiful coat for you. And I said, do not send it. I will get jumped.
Yeah.
I said, Mom, I will get jumped. I'm wearing Walmart
that's a
t-shirts in Ohio.
completely different
That's
thing.
because that's just where I live.
I
So
also
was like,
don't wear my
couldn't.
wedding ring or jewelry into the city just
Yeah.
because you don't want to invite that kind of stuff. That's a completely different thing, and that's 100% based on safety. But it also goes, I'd be proud when another guy or girl likes my girlfriend, shows I have good taste, and makes my girl happy when people find her beautiful. A win-win, in my opinion.
And that's
right.
how I think of it. But if you're not
Right.
a secure man, I feel again, wrong for say, because I know some guys are also just more conservative.
True.
You know,
Some guys
here's
are
the
more
other thing.
conservative, but then they shouldn't be dating someone that dresses like that because that's outside of their type. Like, if you're more conservative, date a girl who likes to dress more conservatively.
Exactly.
Don't try to take someone who likes to dress the way they want to dress and tell them to be someone they're
here's
not.
the difference, though. I dress ridiculously conservative, but when I go out, I don't dress conservative because I want to look good.
Right. That's the whole thing.
I don't want to
dress
look
like a
business casual
hobo
when I go out.
all
like-
of the time. Every once in a while, I want to not look like a hobo,
But
okay?
I think that was his problem because he was like, well, why don't you wear that at home? I'm like,
To do
why
what?
the hell would I wear a sequin, sparkly crop top covering my boobs and hanging out in a tight skirt when we're watching a movie
Yeah,
at
it's
the
not
house?
comfortable.
I'm like, who does that? And so that's why his thing was you do it for attention. It's like a tension thing. And I'm like, well...
Also, so what? So what if you do it for attention?
And that's what I said. I said, you know what? Here's the other thing. I said, even if I do it for attention because I want people to look at me, I said, am I getting with any of them? Am I going with any of them? Do I, like, IF them in the bar? Like, these are then questions. Because if that's going on, then it's like, okay, then you got to reevaluate. Like, clearly she doesn't like you.
Or clearly she just wants to
Something else.
play the dating game or whatever it is. Terry. Thank you for the super chat.
Thanks.
Tell someone I've never done that. Made suggestions, yes. For example, if we're going to the opera, I want Jenna to dress appropriately. That's also different. That's
a suggestion? I appreciate your suggestion.
Yeah, or...
That's like, I'm not going to follow.
And that's what that's exactly what I said to my best friend is I said, look, I will 100% listen to what you have to say. As a partner, like I said, let's say I was dating my best friend who I was having the conversation with. As your partner, I want to know how you feel.
Right.
I as a partner want to hear your perspective on things, understand that. And I want to, consider those feelings, but at the point of like, we just have to figure out the give and take.
Right.
Because in my last relationship, I was the one that gave, and I was unbalanced, and that's why I was upset. Yeah. With that specific topic. I'm just talking about this one topic. My ex was absolutely wonderful. I love him to death. Wonderful. But it was like, okay, in that topic, it was really unbalanced, and for my opinion, Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like that's a very, like, touchy subject. And people don't take it well.
I've never been with someone who's ever tried to tell me what to wear, except one guy but he didn't try to tell me what to wear. It's hard in Hawaii. You can't tell, so it's a tropical island. No one's wearing all that much.
The only thing Eric said to me...
It's hard to look slutty there.
The only thing Eric said to me is when he was like, when you're around my mom, and if you do it, you do it. This is what he said. If you do it, you do it. Like, I can't control that. He goes, I would just prefer if you didn't wear shorts that went all the way up your butt crack in front of my mother. And I went, but that's valid. That's a valid ask, I feel like. And he prefaced it with saying, you do whatever you want because I can't control you.
But it'd be cool if he didn't.
And that was his thing. Like it would make him feel better. And I was like, done.
Whoa.
Done. I can do that, until I get to know your mom a little bit better and not wear shorts up my ass.
Then she's going to see the butt crack, though. Once she knows me.
Yeah, yes. Now I walk around the house with my sports bra on and shorts. Just is what it is. Do you just, like, tweak your neck?
Yeah, I did a weird... Do you ever get, like, a cramp in your throat?
When you yawn and turn your head, that is the number one time you will get it.
Yeah, I didn't yawn, but I did turn my head weird, and I got a weird... Then you gotta, like, kind of massage it and, swallow until it goes away. It's such an uncomfortable feeling.
Dilotic, I completely agree with what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Dilotic. It might mean that you're not on the same page with a lot of life stuff.
And yeah, Ambient, that's a little weird. She didn't dress like that until we got to know each other. Fine, okay, so she's, she wants you to notice her. I get it. And her boyfriend made a fuss. She was wearing shorts in 90-degree
It sounds like she's doing this to piss her boyfriend off.
I mean, it could be.
A lot of spite.
Does it sound like spite?
Here's the other thing, like, this is messed up to say, but what if she just was like, it was like a fun game to her?
Maybe.
I know I'll never do anything. I mean, I'm not saying in that sense. Like, I don't know this woman. But I'm saying...
said that she made a pass at him.
Right.
So, I don't know. It sounds like she's doing it to piss her boyfriend off. It sounds like there's problems going on in their relationship, and she's pissed at him for doing something, for being... Maybe he is too controlling, or maybe his D is not satisfying. I don't know. Whatever it is, I think she's doing it to piss him off.
Sounds like it.
Lisa. So yeah, I don't know. I would say, go for it if you want, but it sounds like there's going to be some drama attached to it. Because if he's that kind of guy, he might be also the kind of guy that will come confront you and turn it into a thing. So that could be something to think about.
I think people also just need to be more open-minded.
In what way?
I agree in general. You can actually just have a conversation about feelings.
Yeah.
So you can understand feelings without it being like, you this, and I don't want you, and I would prefer if you didn't. I guess it's hard to say, like, I would prefer if you didn't do that, but it's just, hey, I feel this way when this happens.
Right.
My therapy has taught me this. Avoid saying the word you, and it will de-escalate everything. And when you make it about your feelings, people are so much more prone to actually listening and respecting.
Well, because otherwise it feels like an attack.
Right.
So it feels like they're constantly being attacked.
But even if my friend said, hey, I just want to let you know, like, when you dress like this, I feel. And it's like, even though that's a completely valid statement, and I personally think there's nothing wrong with that, some people will say, oh, well, when I do this, I can't do this now because you're going to do this. It's just saying, hey, You're gonna do you. I would prefer. Maybe you could say prefer as a different word. I don't know. It's hard because you're asking a person directly, but like,
That's a tough
I think
one.
people are really soft nowadays too. I think
Yeah.
that's like a big problem. No one can just say it how it is.
Reese, thank you so much for the super chat.
Hey, Reese.
Two of the most beautiful chicks on any platform, making Thursdays sexy as sin. Great show, ladies. Reese, you're awesome. Thank you so much. And hi. I'm with Daniel. I think she should talk to her boyfriend instead of playing petty games.
Yeah, I think she should talk to her boyfriend. I mean, and look, if she wants to wear whatever she wants, I guess that's the same thing. It goes back to comfort levels. I completely respect my best friend's comfort level. That's 100% valid.
Yeah, I mean, if he likes a more conservative lady, I think he just needs to date a more conservative lady, though.
Well, here's the thing. He likes when his girlfriend's also dressed up sexy and blah, blah, blah. It's just, those were his feelings on a topic.
Gotcha. Is
You know,
he
and
like
some-
having an issue with his girlfriend now?
No. We're having a discussion.
Okay. This is just
was
totally
just a
gotcha.
discussion.
Gotcha.
Right. No, yeah, there's nothing wrong. It was literally just a talk. You know, I don't know.
Terry, thank you so much for the super chat. To be fair, if you buy me a bespoke, am I saying that right? Suit from Sifonelli or Henry Poole on Seville Row, I'll wear that whenever you want. Gosh darn it, I love you 3. Oh, Terry, we love you. About girls dressing their guys, I also think that's crap. I think that's so weird. When Nick used to tell me stories about how he dealt with that, dating girls who would like try to dress him and be like put him in weird stuff that wasn't him. Like, I think that you're dating the person.
I was gonna say, Eric, if he wears his
so
sweatpants,
weird.
there's nothing I'm doing about him wearing his sweatpants.
Yeah, like, I don't care what, I can give my opinion if you ask me, and I'll tell you if I think it looks good or not, but that's as far as it, like, I also wouldn't offer an opinion unless you ask me. I wouldn't just tell you
Terry made a
that
good
looks like
point
crap.
before, though, about also dressing appropriately. Like, for example, if I was going out and I knew that we were going to a more fancy restaurant with my parents and Eric wore sweats, let's just say, I'm just using it as like an arbitrary example. I would say, hey, you know, obviously, like, I know you're comfortable in sweats. This is a more fancy restaurant. Can you please dress like in jeans? And him being like, oh, yeah, I have to dress for the occasion. Like, I feel like a normal person would completely understand that.
That's different. It's when the girl tries to change your entire look. They're like, I don't like the clothes that you wear, so I'm going to buy you this. Now wear this. And they try to dress their dudes. Some guys like that. If you like that, that's fine. Like that. But if you, I think that's so weird. Like, you meet the guy, you date the guy. Yeah, you like the guy. Why are you trying to change the guy that you're with?
They both sides, they want to do, I can change this person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's always I can change them.
Yeah.
Some guys are not some girls are not interested in the guy, but what they think they can turn him into. That's so
I always think that's crazy.
Weird to me.
Yeah, like what I can turn this guy into. You know, but then there's people who like, oh, that's my project. You know when people say that? This is my project. I'm like, what? Who?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, who's grading you, bud? Like where was the assignment? I guess I missed it.
It's a relationship, not a project. Like, this is bizarre. It's ridiculous. It's also weird when you have one partner who's trying to kind of parent the other partner. Ugh. Didlotic.
Hold on, I got a 3rd grade reading level. I'm going slowly.
Keto, yeah, there's a little bit of that too, where there's a little bit of like, you see another girl and girls get excited about what other girls wear too. So like, if you're dressed up with your friends, it's like, look how cute I look.
Daniel made a funny comment. If a girl tried to change how I look, I will change her relationship status.
Exactly, Daniel, exactly. Like, I don't know, man. If someone wants to change for you, I guess. But I think that's even kind of
you know what? Keto
like,
made
unhealthy.
A good point. As an insecure girl too, like, I have to make sure for my own sanity. It has nothing to do with competing. No. It's for my own sanity. Right. And I know if I look like really bad and like some girl next to me is really hot, I'll feel 3 times as insecure. So like when I do go out, I feel like I got to get on the level just so my mental health is not at stake. Does that make sense?
The hottest girls are usually are like very insecure. The most insecure girls. It's crazy. You look at these girls and you're like, oh my God, you're so attractive. And then they hate themselves.
Because like, men do this. They'll be like, oh, look at this person, this model on Instagram with 1 million followers. Look how big her forehead is. Look at her nose. Look at this. She's not actually nice. She just got big boobs. This and that. And I'm like, this girl's stunning.
She's so hot.
And I'm just listening to men like critique and I'm like, and then I look at myself and I'm like, oh.
Dude, I've had people point out flaws online that I didn't know I had, and then I'm like, great, there's a new thing for me to fixate on because one asshole said something about whatever.
My God, yeah.
My nose, like whatever it is. Then I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? And on top of all the other insecurities that I already have. So it's like, cool, now there's a new thing for me to obsess over and look in the mirror and be like, shit. But you have to realize the hottest girl in the world has a bunch of guys being like, oh, she's actually not that hot. Like,
well, and again,
up.
I'm going to take myself, for example. I don't like girls who wear a bunch of makeup and look like super just, I don't know. But like some guys love that. Like, oh my God, the girl looks like stunning like a model. I'm just like, well, I don't know. For me, it's just too much.
Right.
And that's where it's like eye of the beholder. Truthfully.
Yeah, that's a totally different thing too.
You like kind of crooked teeth. I like perfectly straight smiles.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's exactly it too. And there's one thing of being like, I have a preference, so I prefer this type. But then I also hated that too. That as you start to get a little bit more emotional maturity, when a guy tries to tell you that you're great by tearing other women down, like they are trying to be like, oh, well, you're not like other girls, or something along the lines of like, oh, she doesn't even look that good. She doesn't have, like, whatever it is, they're trying to make you feel special by tearing other girls down. I feel like that's such a huge red flag.
Yeah.
Backhand, you're so sweet for saying that, but all I do is look in the mirror and see them. It's crazy. That's what we do.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce this girl's name. McChain?
I don't know.
Okay.
McCailin? My question was, am I wrong to ask my husband to help me with our son? He wakes up every few hours for feedings. I'm glad my daughter sleeps through the night now. No, of course that's not wrong.
I'm pretty sure it takes two people to make a child. Even though you do the brunt of the work. So, yeah, if you have a child that is getting up multiple hours of the night for feedings, I sure as heck hope that someone will help you out with that.
Yeah.
No, you are not wrong.
No.
Please go have a conversation, and you can even make it. Like, I feel like if I felt a little insecure to ask this, which you never should. That's your husband's kid.
Yeah,
also.
that's his kid.
I think you could say, hey, look, this is just taking a major toll on my health. Even can you please help me? I'm starting to lose it, and I need my partner right now.
Yeah.
And if your husband goes, after you say I need my partner right now, I think you have to have another talk after that.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. Ugh.
That's just my 2 cents. I don't know anything about kids. I was a preschool teacher. Like,
I don't know anything about kids either.
Preschool teacher, music teacher.
Yeah, Danielle, exactly. Screw what people think about you. Be happy in your own skin. Rock what you got. Definite hell no, exactly. The hottest chick I know.
I know this guy, and he's like a godsend at bass. Like, he's the best bass guitar person I know, like,
exactly,
probably ever.
James.
And he wears like sports glasses as his everyday look. Like the sports goggles. You know the goggles that people wear for glasses?
That's an interesting one.
Okay. He wears them as his everyday look. And at first I always thought it was like goofy, and then mature me kicked in and went, I wish I had the confidence he did. And I like aspired to be like this man, that he wears sports goggles for his everyday glasses.
Yeah.
I aspire to be as comfortable as he is.
Well, someone that can just be like, I like this, and then they wear it, or they do whatever it is, and screw what everybody else thinks. Who cares?
How do I get to that like Zen level?
I don't know. That's a tough one. That's hard.
I totally started growing my pot seeds. I bought pot. It's late in the season.
How many pots have you smoking? Like weed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's late in the season, but like, I figured that we spend $60 at the dispensary we go to for like yay big, because we're in New Jersey, so it's super big for a tiny little thing. So I figured like even all the time it takes me, even though the plants are going to be probably like smaller and the yield won't be as good, it's still going to be worth it. And like cannabis is so fun to grow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was going to say, like, you obviously know about it. Like, I am so excited to watch them because they grow so fast.
They do.
And they can be very resilient if you
So
you're
growing them from seeds, not cuttings.
Yeah, just from seed. I do.
Cool.
That's what I always do with my dad.
Yeah.
We just grow them on like the windowsill outside and let Mother Nature take over.
Wait, do you put them in the two wet paper towels until they sprout and then put them in the ground? Okay, yeah.
That's what I do for my germination.
Nice.
And it always is successful. And granted, obviously, like I said, not as good of a yield as anything else, like with perfect condition. But I just feel like watching them. I'm like so excited to do it. Oh,
I like that. That's such a healthy
I can't wait. There's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 plants.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I haven't told Eric's parents yet.
Well, if you need any tips, let me know. I can ask my dad if you need help with anything.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, I kind of figured his mom, who doesn't do anything marijuana-wise, was like, well, when I get down to North Carolina, at some point I want to get cannabis seeds and just grow it on, like, some on the land, and she wants to get more into holistic, like, medication and stuff like that, which I'm all for it. I was like, great.
Yeah.
So I figured if she said at some point she wants to, like, grow it, it's fine if I grow it in her backyard and just don't mention it until it gets, apparent.
Yeah.
Till I'm suddenly like, oh, that's actually not a tomato plant.
When we were really little, my dad used to tell us it was tomato plants. That had to, change pretty quickly because I realized they weren't growing. I think he tried to slip it by us, and I think I was a little too, like, when I was little, I was like, there's no tomatoes on this plant, Dad. This is not a tomato plant. I see what a tomato plant is. They're in the yard. Yeah. This is not that. I see you drying them in the bathroom.
Yeah.
The leaves are all over my clothes.
Healer, I actually don't really smoke. It gets me paranoid, but indica I've found has been much better for me if I only do like 1 or 2 hits. But it does get me paranoid. I don't know if I just like have more anxiety now in my life, but recently it's just been bad. So I don't really smoke, but I have a lot of fun growing it, and like my boyfriend smokes. So
there you go. You're growing for him.
I'm just trying to save money.
Nice.
I'm literally trying to save money for us in the long term.
Why didn't he say basil? Yeah, basil might have been a little bit smarter. I don't think there's a lot of basil growing around in Hawaii. Yeah, you could trick a kid into thinking it's basil, but I mean, it was only a matter of time. He had buds this big, literally hanging in our bathroom drying. Ambient Space Noise, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
I consider her my BFF. I don't want to ruin that we end up talking for hours after she clocks out. Things get personal in our talks, even revealing she hasn't gotten off in a month. She flirted the next day. Yeah, it sounds like her
she needs
relationship
a new partner.
is over, dude. Yeah, she's got to leave that guy because this is ridiculous. Like, she clearly wants to be with someone else. Maybe you.
Yeah.
She wants that D. She hasn't been D'd down in a long time. Yeah, good dirt. Nick, do we have confessions? No confessions
Nick's
tonight?
like, I don't know. Do you have a personal confession you want to discuss?
A personal
I know. I'm trying to figure out, like, what's a personal
know.
confession that I can, like, actually talk about on the internet that won't expose me?
Well, I just talked about running my cat over. So
that was a good one.
That's
was a
one.
good one.
Running my cat over, dating a married guy. Good question.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm like, what can I possibly talk about that's gone on in my life? Old Nerdy, you got a really good point. She wants a new man and doesn't like to be single. Or maybe she's relying on him financially or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could easily be that.
This is something that both men and women do. I feel like it's very common that they try to find someone new before they leave their current relationship. Like, they don't want to leave and be single. They want to find someone to immediately jump to, which I don't think is healthy, but a lot of people do that. Creating figures. This weekend, I'm starting to shoot more content for next month. So, May.
Ambi goes, honestly, she just looks just like Jenna, but with a ponytail.
So, if she took her hair down, she would look just like Jenna.
Oh, my God, that's so funny.
So, here's, oh, boy. My farts sounds like a seal clapping. Why are people, they just need to get their poo stuff out. I got sick of having dry poo tangling up my butthole hairs, and my wife told me it was a turnoff looking at them when we did the 69er. This can't be real. This can't be real.
Have you ever heard of a baby wipe?
Yeah, come on.
A baby wipe by lady.
Bye, Lady Marine.
Bye.
I don't believe that anyone's this disgusting, that they're 69 their partner with dingleberries in their butthole hairs.
I think it was brother's ex-girlfriend's brother or something. Don't know, but I think it was him. He was like, one time I was in the woods and I think he I don't know if he took a poop or something or he had to crap or whatever, but he said, oh no, he was walking. I think that's what it was. And he was like, he felt uncomfortable and pulling. He said it was because he had dingleberries.
Oh my God.
Trapped in his butthole hairs. And he said that he was in the woods in the dark. So it's night. And he took a knife and he tried to cut them out in the middle of the dark. And he ended up slicing his finger open and trying to cut his dingleberries out.
Okay.
I was like, wow, I know this person in real life.
Here's another thing. For the love of God, I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. You either shave or wax your butthole. Okay? Figure it out.
Or you just get baby wipes.
That too. But also get rid of the...
wipe.
Sorry, Deadpool. That's so terrible. Now, here's my issue. Okay, so he said, so I started using hair removal cream in my ass. Now, here's my issue.
Well, that can also get
Yeah. Maybe that works.
That could be dangerous.
I absolutely love the clean feeling, but it does seriously weird shit to my farts. They've gone from sounding like a broken French horn to sounding like someone's blowing bubbles in custard or two bits of meat slapping together. The worst thing is the bubbles seem to get trapped and I need to wiggle my ass cheeks to release them.
Okay, I'm going to show you what every female in their life does, whether they sit on a toilet or, I guess when you're around anyone. You take your right hand. I guess, can this be a female confession?
Yeah, here we go.
If any guys don't know this, females do this. Every single one I know does this. You take your butt cheeks and you grab them and you spread them.
So it comes out
and
silent.
And you sit down when they're spread. So that it's it feels weird because it feels like your butthole's exposed to the air, and usually that doesn't happen all that much. And it'll go... That's it. When you're laying down, when you do this motion, when you're sitting there, you go like this. And you go like this, and you'll feel your butt cheeks open up. And I can just, or I'll lean to one side and push yourself to the other. So ready? We're here. We lean to one side, so you got one cheek on the thing, and push to the other, so it opens it up. And you floof. That's how it doesn't stick.
I forgot you call them floofs.
That's how it doesn't stick. Every girl does this. Amen. You solved your problem.
There you go.
It sounds like meat slapping together.
Pull your butt cheeks apart so that it doesn't make a sound.
This is it. Every girl goes like this. Side, slide, floof.
Oh, no.
Side, slide, floof. I want to see someone make a meme of me.
Side, floof, guys.
Side, slide, and floof.
Well, sir, we've solved your problem. That's all you need to do.
Wait, we didn't even finish. He's talking about ball hairs and stuff. Hold on. Okay.
All right. Sometimes I can do a little fart and I can still feel a trapped bubble hours later if I don't release it.
Hours?
After a while, my brain plays tricks and it feels like a nugget of poo. That's really off-putting.
Are you really, really large? Like a large person that you can't just...
Maybe. I don't... all right. So... What's really off-putting is when I do a big fart and rather than blasting out straight, it sneaks its way out from the top of my butt crack or from the most frontward-facing part of my butt crack, tickling my ball hairs on its way out. I'm hoping it can start to grow out. I'll get my trusty old fart sound back. What's happening?
You just gotta start manscaping and just do a nice trim with some scissors. It sounds like, because it sounds like, maybe hair's your thing, but not as much as you have.
Yeah, just get rid of a little bit of it.
And use some baby wipes.
Also, yeah, smart water sucks. Imagine not showering post-poop before you 69. Exactly. This is terrible.
Wait, is she eating your ass? Oh no, I guess if she, okay. I was gonna say you could see kind of, what is it called, the taint area?
Yeah, you're seeing butthole in there.
I always confuse the taint and the gooch. Which gender?
I was floofing. Wow,
leave Andrew alone. We love him.
My boobs were making farting noises when I first got them. So I had to talk to the surgeon. I actually looked it up too because I was like, but I knew about it beforehand because it feels really weird because when they put it in, there's air in there. You have to wait for all the air to escape out or whatever.
Get into your blood or what, naturally?
Yeah, I guess wherever it goes. I'm not Shut up, way up, dude. God damn it. God damn it. Cut that pot out.
I know. We thought we were over it.
But every time I would move, it would make like a squelching noise. And I felt it. And it was really weird. It was on the inside. Yeah, it was very bizarre. It was like that for the first like 5 days or so. Dang. And then eventually all the air works its way out.
I wonder where it goes.
It's just people don't understand how to wipe. Here we go.
Just realize you're not supposed to wipe your butt by inserting the toilet paper all the way in.
No, why?
Wait, so you finger your butthole every time you go to the bathroom?
I don't know if you can say that, but sure.
I'm 23. Ever since I started wiping
23?
myself.
No.
7 or 8, way too late, I know, clearly. I used to wipe by using toilet paper and sometimes wet wipes all the way inside my anus until the toilet paper has absolutely no stains on it. Sometimes there was even blood, and I thought it was just a fissure/hemorrhoids. Oh my God. Not sure how I got into this drunk conversation with my significant other, but I explained how I take so long in the bathroom because wiping takes 20 minutes, and I sometimes even clog the toilet unless I flush 2 or 3 times during the entire process. I was scared of possibly having stains on my underwear. If there's...
That means all the inside. Just constantly the whole
That's
inside.
so gross. That's so gross.
Buck Norris, she was sneak farting all
She
the
was
time.
sneak farting.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
No,
You
that's
never know.
it. We don't make loud farts unless we're alone.
No, you let her rip. I mean, women don't fart.
No, it's not.
We don't do that. That's not a thing.
We
I don't know what you
floof.
guys are talking about.
We do little sneak floofs.
Does a bidet get into the butthole, though? I still feel like it doesn't get in your butthole.
Well,
I feel like you leave your butthole alone. It's meant for poo. It's meant for duty.
Wait, isn't that
a
like
duty
the water
hole.
thing? Right?
Yeah, it's a water thing. It squirts water
I used to
into
have
your
one
duty
of
hole.
those. Actually, I've had 2 of those.
You have bidets?
Yeah,
I've
I've
never
had 2.
used one.
And honestly, I don't like them all that much, strictly because if, like, let's say it was not the cleanest, like, I just don't like the idea that you're shooting water into something that's not that clean and it, like, splatters.
Yeah, is
into
there
the rest
soap
of you.
involved?
So the ones in, like Japanese ones, they do have soapy water, and you can get soapy water extensions if you have a higher end
Okay.
one.
All right.
But I just feel like for me, it would only work if you do like wiping first, then use it for like extra clean, and then you like have to wipe again. But I just feel like I don't like it because like when your butt's wet and you use like toilet paper, like falls
It
apart.
sticks.
So
Yeah,
I don't
like
like
that.
them. I would just much prefer a good baby wipe.
You just see me and Jenna in the bathroom putting our butts, like standing on our hands with our butt under those dryers, you know, those hand dryers.
Oh, yeah.
After using a bidet, we're like, I gotta get the butt dry. I gotta get the butt dry.
Because like what? Japan doesn't have like toilet paper. Oh,
God damn it, Temple. I don't know why the word duty makes me laugh
duty.
so much whenever someone says, no, stop trying to make me laugh because of the story. It's every
Did you poo
time.
on the floor? What did you do?
No.
I think really.
We already did this on my Twitch stream recently. But there's this story. I think I might have told you about it too. There's this story about this guy.
Yeah. Did we do this?
We did this. I know we did it on Twitch.
No, but
did we do it on Sexy Sisters too?
You tell us if you remember.
I know we did it on Twitch. So there's this guy that he's a comedian. He was on the Graham Norton show and he was telling this story. And I remember reading it first. And when I first read the story, I was cry laughing, like tears streaming down my face. And Nick thought I was insane, but I couldn't stop laughing because I couldn't stop picturing it. So the story goes, this guy went to, I think it was Spain, and he doesn't speak Spanish. And he was at a restaurant. He went to use the bathroom and he did a number 2. He let the duty go. And
It sounds vaguely familiar. Continue.
Right. And he went to flush the toilet, but the toilet wouldn't flush. So he kept trying to flush the toilet. He tried to flush the toilet like 4 times, and he couldn't flush the toilet. And so he goes back, and he's like, I'm not an animal. I'm not just going to leave it and leave the toilet. So he was like, I wanted to go get someone. Now, I don't speak Spanish. The people working here did not speak English.
Yeah.
So I go to try to get this waiter. He walks up to the waiter, and he's like, Jack Whitehall. Thank you, Daniel. Jack Whitehall. He walks up to the waiter, and he's like... He's like, I need you to come with me. And he's like, no, I know you're busy, but like, if you need, I need you. So he like motions him to come in. He's like, I need your help. Like, can you please come with me?
Oh, and he was like, just like showing this guy his poo.
Yeah. So he walks into the bathroom and he points at the poo in the toilet. And then he goes to flush it to be like, oh, it's not flushing down.
Did it like flush?
But it did flush. So
okay.
it just looks like
I remember you telling me this.
So it just looks like he brought him into the bathroom to say goodbye to his poo.
This is what happens every time.
I can never not laugh at that. Because it's so funny. I just
She's crying right now. Zia's
That
crying.
is like, it's hilarious.
Okay, actually, do you want to hear a sad confession?
I swear to God.
Do you guys want to hear a sad confession about my life?
That you can't laugh.
I can't.
I remember you saying that.
I can't laugh
Yeah, Jack
unless I'm
Whitehall.
high.
That is very sad.
Right? I don't know, like I hit that point of adulthood that I just cannot belly laugh unless I've done drugs.
Oh my God.
And
I
isn't
just
that
love
sad?
that story.
Like, here's the thing too. That story was incredible.
Oh, it makes me laugh so
that was
hard.
a good story. I feel like I want to laugh at
'Cause I
it, but it's
can't-
like I could do a little.
I
Wow,
can't
that's
stop picturing someone being like, "Hey, come with me," and then watching them flush their poo down the toilet. Like, it's just so weird. And like every time I picture it, I cry, laugh. It never gets old. Oh my God.
Yeah, I cannot laugh like actually, like I can giggle and stuff, but like actually laughing, I just can't do it naturally. It's
Exactly,
sad.
Delight.
I became an adult and it like just stopped happening.
Oh no, I need comedy in my life. If I didn't have comedy, I don't know how I would. And
But
that's
the
why
thing,
I love dark
I
comedy
think
so
things are
much.
funny. Like I truly think things are fun. People get so horribly uncomfortable watching comedy movies with me because I'll sit there the whole time like this.
Oh no, that
And
is
they
rough.
go- I remember my mom looked at me when I was younger and we saw like Jumanji 2 or something. And she looked at me, she goes, "Damn, you hated that movie." And I was like, "I think that's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen." And she goes, "Jenna, you had a resting bitch face the entire time. She goes, "It looked like you were miserable." I said, "No, I think that was one of the funniest movies up until now that I've seen." You know?
Shut up, Nick.
But it does. It makes people. Eric hates watching comedy with me. Carmine didn't like watching comedy with me. I make people like uncomfortable.
So you're not laughing and they like want to share that joy.
I
How do we get
laugh when
Jenna to
other
laugh
people
again?
laugh. Like I'll laugh because I'll think Eric will laugh, and it makes me giggle. Because when Eric giggles, it like cracks me up because he's just like so cute when he does it. But when I'm on my own, like expect me to not say or do like make a sound.
I need it. I
Or
need
in
to
the
laugh.
movies, I get irritated when people like laugh in the movie theaters. I'm like, yo, shut up.
Well, that's insane.
I know, you go to a comedy show and you get angry when people laugh in the theater. Like that's, I don't know why. That's like a thing for me.
So maybe comedy shows in theaters aren't the best idea for you.
I don't know.
Hey, Mike Cannon, my buddy.
I know.
Mike
Cannon's like a friend.
About the time that I saw him, only spoke about like pedophilia and weird kid stuff. After he just had his son or something?
Yeah, I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that part.
Oh my god, yeah, the first and only time I saw Mike Cannon, who you guys are friends with. I follow him on Instagram. His other content that's not weird and child predator like is good. It's good. The one time I see him, he just does all he talks about is like child stuff.
I've
And I'm
seen
like,
I've
yo,
seen that special. I thought
I'm
it was
like,
funny.
Who is this guy? Like, why are we here? Everyone agreed it was like really bad. I'm like, damn, he was the headlining act.
That's my problem, is that like for me nothing is too dark. Doesn't matter what it is. Even if I think the actual topic is messed up, there's no comedy too dark for me. If it's funny, it's funny. Like I've laughed at our jokes that are funny that I know I can't even say that on here, that are funny that I know like women get so worked up about. Like I remember watching a clip, I think Nick brought it up, about some woman trying to argue with Patrice back in the day about how our jokes aren't funny. And he disagrees. And I also disagree. I think anything can be funny. I think no matter how dark or horrible it is, it can be hilarious. As long as you do it well, obviously.
The whole thing of jokes is that it's all birthed from the same place, trying to make someone laugh.
Yeah.
It might not land,
Yeah.
but it's all coming from a good place of just trying to make someone laugh.
So Nick
Exactly.
just says it's all birthed from the same place, which is trying to make someone laugh.
Yeah. I'll watch Jimmy Carr's top 20 offensive jokes. I'm sure I mean, honestly, offensive humor is my favorite. Favorite. Yeah, Jimmy Carr. I have seen some of his stuff. I do think it's good. At this point, the darkest shit is what I need to have a genuine laugh. That's the same way that I am. And it's not because no one's going out there and being like, yeah, R and pedophilia is good because they made a joke about it. Like I know, nobody thinks that. Of course they don't think that. That's ridiculous. I'm not like, that's hilarious. I'm going to go do that now. Only an idiot thinks that. Here's
the thing. I can also not like comedy, like what you're joking about, but respect the fact that you're
Right.
joking about. Like, that's the other thing. Like, for example, when people joke about, like, again, when Mike did his whole child act he did, weird, I wasn't into it. Other people thought it was funny. And you know what? I can respect the fact that he tried to make a comedy gig out of weird child stuff. But, like,
I think I've seen
all
that
right, you
special.
do you. The fact that he got on that stage and just went, I'm going to talk about, like, predatory stuff right now and just hope that someone finds it good. I was like, I got mad respect for you.
I think he
didn't like it, got mad respect for it.
I think he put it in his special. Like, I'm 99% sure. All right, Nick's telling us to wrap it
Nick's
up.
like, come on.
We're at 2 going over.
Wow, we're 2 hours already? Holy crap, I gotta make dinner. I'm not even as hungry as I
God.
thought I would be. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for another Sexy Sisters. This was such a fun one. We got to one story and we barely talked about it. That's how you know it's a fun show.
I liked the food. It
food
was
part
so
was so
different.
fun.
It was so fun.
Yes, I agree.
That's what I'm telling you. I want people to suggest like weird stuff that we should do on like one of those bonus streams. Are you guys gonna do that?
Yeah.
Hit the certain amount of donations? You do
I
something?
do want to do that. We've never
I'm
hit that
telling you,
amount,
I'm
but
game for it.
yeah, that
You
would
just
be
let
really
us
fun.
know.
Give us some suggestions, guys. We got to do the dog
I
food
will.
one.
I will do the dog food one.
Yes, that's right. Guys, thank you so much. If you like this show, please hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you like the channel. I also do a lot of review stuff. We got some other stuff in the pipeline coming your way soon. Yeah, turn the notifications on so you actually know when we're going live. That would be awesome. Leave us a comment. That helps with the algorithm a lot. If there's a comment there, that would be great. Thank you guys so much for watching as usual. If you're not following us, Jen Jam Basile, JenJambasile. That's on YouTube. I mean on Instagram. I'm XiaLand on Twitter, Twitch, OnlyFans, all the things. XiaLand, XiaLand. You can find me. I got all the stuff. Juna J on OnlyFans?
Yes.
For feets?
Yes,
For
for
feets
feeties.
only?
Oh, I have to spell it?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I never remember how to spell it.
second.
I'm sorry. Spell
Yeah,
it.
so it's Juna, Juna, and then Jayy.
Perfect.
Or one Y. I think it's one Y. So
That's
the
why I
first-
never
Here's
know.
the thing. I can't remember ever because the first one I made, I had to do 2 Ys at one point. I think this one is just one, potentially 1 Y.
Healer, thank you
If it doesn't come
so
up, put 2
much.
Ys. Juna, Jayy. The
You'll
fact that I don't
find
know
it.
my own foot page is funny.
You'll find it. Healer, thank you so much. I'm so excited. I can't believe you're sending me a new box. What a gem you are.
Ooh.
Daniel, you're actually going to be around on vacation? That's sweet as hell. All right. Have a fun time in the Canary Islands. I will see you guys on
that sounds
Sunday,
good.
right? I'll see you guys on Sunday for the snack stream, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't be late. XiaLand on Twitch, XiaLand, and we'll see you here again next week, Thursday at 6.
Bye.
Bye.